Here we freaking go. Let me get this last little bit going. Hopefully everybody is ready. Oh, man, last time I was talking with Rob and them, look at what I'm doing now. We are doing it again. I'm happy to have this going. Sorry about that, guys. I did not realize I had to reset this back up. Okay, Bryce, 5th year. Evero extension. Okay, let's do that. Sorry about that. Let me get that. How am I? But yeah, today I'm really excited. I'm going to start streaming all the Hornets games, to be honest. We got a game coming up tonight that I'm really excited for. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing some other stuff. I'm going to be talking not only Carolina Panthers, not only that, the future quarterback. Copy. Let me make sure I get this over to them. Hopefully you guys are ready for this one. Again, I am super excited. We're getting this one started off early. I am shooting this out right now. Boom. And yeah, I'm ready to get this season going. Rather than sit here and just stare at this, let's actually get over to some Carolina Panthers. We're going to be talking Panthers the whole time anyways. I might even edit this up a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I got to fix this. Every once in a while, I have to mess my stuff up, basically. Comments. Let's definitely show comments. If anybody is out there and wants to join, by all means, let's get this thing going. I want to enjoy this time. Again, I'm going to be going the entire time and going to be enjoying myself. So hopefully you guys are here with me. Boom, I'm live. Let's get this. Boom, boom. Man, it's got some bopping music in the back too. I just want to edit this up because I want to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Be able to see basically the whole screen. I think all that's good. I think the rest of that is fine, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. I can hide this now, and let's get this. So yeah, obviously the Carolina Panthers went through quite a bit this season. Not only from the beginning of the season, obviously started off that Steelers, Texans, Browns preseason, and really we were looking at what was going to happen. We were seeing what this team was going to do. Well, not only what this team was going to do, but what this team was going to become. This was not indicative of the Carolina Panthers. I mean, we're going to go game by game and everything like that, but I'm going to give you my overarching as well while I wait for those guys. Just send it out to them, so it might take them a quick second. Obviously, I got Rob. I got Stop and Look coming out, so I'm really excited for this, a.k.a. Zach. But yeah, other than that, let's get this. Okay, so obviously, looking at Bryce Young first, the guy that we realistically have to look at for all of these things. Why is it only showing me postseason? I want regular season. I need to see the regular season stats, okay? Right now, obviously, Bryce Young, 16 games, 304 completion, 478 attempted, 63.6 is his career high. So that's a bonus, massive bonus. Moving forward, obviously, the 3,000 yards needs to become the bare minimum. I mean, bare minimum. There's no way at this point that we can continue to think that the Carolina Panthers are going to be able to sustain this constantly at 3,000 yards. What team, maybe besides the Cam Newton Panthers, really did that? I don't think this is going to be the norm. I think it's going to have to be north of this. Bryce is going to have to put up more stats. That's one of my concerns going forward. This also, right here, was something that I didn't expect. I actually went the opposite. The Carolina Panthers, I believe, had 7 different years where we didn't have any 1,000-yard rusher or 1,000-yard receiver. Now look what we have. We've got everything. So I'm honestly, I'm really liking where this is going to be going long term. I just don't know if in general this is really sustainable. And that's my bigger concern. I'm concerned that down the road, we're not going to have Bryce Young being able to maybe complete the deep balls, or I don't know if we're really going to have that deep guy that everyone's talking about, that kill shot, anything. I just don't know, especially given the upcoming free agents. There's a lot going on. In fact, I can pull them up right now. NFL free agents 2026. I want Spotrac. Available position. I'm looking for not undrafted free agent. I'm looking for an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Market value. Yeah, Trey Hendrickson coming out is going to be a real interesting one. Obviously, Dan Morgan has talked about at length. In fact, I might just do a Dan Morgan breakdown at some point soon because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of comments about what we're going to do. Is it going to be an edge? Is it going to be a linebacker? Is it going to be a tackle in the draft? Who's it going to be? I'm not sure. But regardless, finally, we got him here. What is up, Rob? How you doing? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Hold on, let me get my audio straight.
Oh, take your time. Take your time. I'm going to try and get this thing all set up. Oh, why is it? Hopefully you guys are ready for this, man. I'm excited.
What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Hell yeah, we can.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
It's cold as fuck in Durham, bro.
Yeah, it's supposed to get like 19 degrees tonight.
Oh, wow. Dang, you guys are huffing it out there, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's tough for us.
I say that, but it's like fucking 30-something or 40-something here in Florida. It's 41
Florida.
here, so I can't even say that.
Yeah. We're in the end times now.
I feel like it's been kind of a warm winter, though. Like, it hasn't been that cold, I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's been, again, here, I've only been here down this way for a month. Where I left in Massachusetts, that shit was cold. That was bad.
Massachusetts, is that north, mid-north?
Yeah, it was up there past New York. I was literally maybe 10, 15 miles from the New York border. It was the nicest thing ever, though. The drive down, oh my God, dude. For me to finally get out of that area, $100 in tickets, it sucked.
The north is not for me. I'm sorry. I'm good off that.
If it was up to me, I would live in
snow
Alaska.
on occasion. What?
Yeah, I wanted to get my wife to move to Alaska for the longest time.
Why?
Because I would love to live there. That has always been like my place. I don't know why. My family also has a history of it. You remember the book Into the Wild?
Okay.
That was my great uncle or something like that. So no offense.
Yeah, I like cold. My favorite season is fall, but like this one is like a nice, you know what I'm saying, a nice blend of chill, not too hot, not too cold, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like weather-wise, that's my kind of weather right there. I don't like it too cold though.
Oh no, I've tried to get my wife to move to some crazy cold places, but regardless, man, I'm happy you guys have your. Took time out of your day to come hang out with me. Finally talk some Panthers.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, but speaking of, you were just about to ask. My wife is from Maryland, so she's used to the cold too.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I was just talking about free agents and everything like that. I pulled up the available free agents of what we're kind of looking at this year. I think with Dan Morgan's recent comments, I think edge is where we're going in the draft. Unless this is going to be a 5-month smoke screen.
I don't know. I listened to him speak too, and I heard. Did you see the interview on WFNZ? I did.
I
feel like he might. Yeah, I think he might target veteran edge rusher, especially because this draft, it's really weak in my opinion. It's one of the weaker drafts in like recent history.
Really,
I don't believe an edge rusher. Yeah, I don't believe there'll be an edge rusher worth taking at 19. Like. David Bailey will be off the board. Rupert Bain will be off the board. Cassius Howell, Dan Morgan is somebody who preaches about length. He's not a scheme fit. He's not a player that I believe Dan Morgan would take because he'd be a DPR, and we have Princely at DPR, so we'd be having 2 DPRs out of our top like 4. Like I don't think that's I don't think it's a team fit.
I agree.
Yeah, unless David Bailey or Ruben Van falls, who would you guys be comfortable taking edge in round one?
Honestly, right now, the only one that's coming up in most of these things is Cassius Howell. But I keep saying the same thing that you do. I think that he needs to have a crazy combine. I don't think that there's a scenario where he comes out of the combine being like a mid-tier edge and going at 19. To be honest, the one person that keeps coming up, and I don't even like it, but the more research I've done on him, the more I like him, is Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon. I'm not even the biggest fan of taking a tight end for this team, especially given all of our other needs. But, man, he might literally just be BPA.
Nah,
Zach,
man,
speak on Sadiq.
I mean, I'm just not. I'm not a Sadiq believer, unfortunately. Like,
I'm right there with you, but my criticism for him was, is he a good blocker? And apparently he's a really good blocker.
He is. That's
immediately in my book.
But my issue with Sadiq is like he's not particularly big for the position. Like he's like in size to JT Sanders, maybe a little bit bigger. And I don't think he's gonna test as a really elite athlete to where I'm just like, okay, this is like when you compare him to guys like other guys that have gone in the first round, like he's obviously not Loveland, he's not Warren, he's not
Laporta.
I don't even think he's Laporta, yeah. So it's like are we just taking him because he's the number one tight end in the class and we kind of need a tight end, or is he actually like that type of prospect?
Let me here's where I differ on Sadiq.
Okay.
Because if what you said was how I thought about it, then he'd be off my board in the round one too. But just from what I've heard, he's going to test like a freak athlete. He was on the Feldman's freak list. He had over a 43-inch vertical. And there are people who I trust saying he might run 4.45.
So that's the thing. If he's a
generational athlete at tight end, but he might just need to learn like the intricacies of the position, I thought you might have to take him at 19 if he's available.
Yeah. Okay. If that's the case, we're talking a 43-inch vertical and 4.45, 40, whatever you said. Like, okay, then, but like I'm talking like if he's just like, okay, like he runs whatever he tight end runs, 4.7, 4.6. Like I'm not buying that.
Oh no,
in the first round.
He's 4.7. He's off my board. But he'd be off my board in the second round if he's a 4.7 40.
But
at that point, you even go to guys like Max Clare, and like I can get the same speed and probably production out of a guy like him in a much later pick.
I've been beating.
Clare is pretty good.
Yeah,
my guy's Oscar Delp.
I like Delp a lot.
Wait, hold on, that's my guy. Don't be.
He's my guy too. He's my guy too. I like. If you want Yak, I think that's who we gotta go. Like I'm more of a fan of Delp later in the draft than Kenyon Sadiq at 19, depending on how the board falls, obviously.
I agree. The big one that seems to be going is Stowers, the kid from Vanderbilt. I actually got it on screen right now. There's going to be some interesting ones. Delp right now is 123 on NFL mock draft database. So he's definitely a guy we can get much later.
Yeah. You know what? I think Delp's a good play too. I've been high on him since last year because he's a freak athlete as well. Like his acceleration is going to be like next level. I think he might have the highest 10-yard sprint of all the tight ends in the draft.
Oh wow!
And he's not going to get taken high because Georgia never threw him the ball. But if you like a Sadiq, wouldn't he be kind of like a Sadiq light as a freak athlete, developmental tight end? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can get you yak. It was just explosive. It's going to be vertically explosive in our offense.
My concern with that is what tight ends have we developed in Canales' or even Tepper's tenure? Basically nobody. Like even Tremble was kind of fringe developed at this point. So I don't even know if we can trust them to develop a long-term. Somebody's at least got to be viable at the position. If you're not better than Mitchell Evans, then what are we doing here? Because I think at this point he is tight end number 2.
That's a good point too. I do feel like we've gotten a decent bit out of Tommy, like when we actually use him as a receiving threat. Like
I agree.
I don't know, I've seen some interesting flashes from Tommy.
I agree.
Yeah, he's the only tight end that does what the offense asks him to do when he's asked to do it. Like we don't really use our tight ends as primary weapons in the offense. They're generally just guys like, okay, Bryce Young he's his first and second read aren't there. Give him an outlet and try and get 4 or 5 yards out of it. Stay ahead of the sticks. Like that's really how we use our tight ends mostly. And like, if that's how we're going to continue to use them, I don't know if we need to go premium at it per se.
But I agree with you.
I think
like
we
have
use our
bigger
tight ends
issues.
in the red zone and like, especially on short yardage. Like I think this year we used like tight end leaks, where we would play action and have the tight end going up the seam after faking a block.
Yep.
I feel like we used them on that. I think JT was peppered with like a lot of underneath kind of stuff, but he really lacked the athleticism to do anything with that kind of pass. And like, you know what, Zach? I think Bryce kind of lost faith in the tight ends because a lot of times going back to last year even too, where he would target them down the field or like in the red zone and they would like drop a pass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just thinking of that pass he threw, that dime to the JT in the Cardinals game, and he dropped it. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I think he lost faith in quite a few players. Honestly, like I don't think that's that was just exclusive to the tight end position. I think just the way things played out, he kind of lost faith in quite a few players here. But
speaking
we'll
of,
say
Rock
that.
Jones said offensive tackle needs to be a serious consideration in this draft. You guys really think so?
It's a pretty DPA, man. Like I just don't.
I agree with
that. Tackle. Like, I feel like it's just like I'm smarter than everybody. Let's really take a. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like a hipster pick to me.
I agree with you, but the difference is I feel like I want to caveat off something you said earlier, Rob. Do you really feel like this draft is subpar? Because I really feel like there's a lot of names deep down this board. Like if I go on, I got it up on screen right now. If I want to hop into like a quick mock draft, I feel like we could get a solid tackle, third round. And I'm not talking like day one starter, but I'm talking about a guy that could at least go out there and, hold water for at least a few games rather than investing the 19th overall pick.
So when I say subpar, I feel like usually when I'm talking about a draft, I measure it from the top down. Like I feel like most drafts will have like the meat and potatoes of your roster. You can build the meat and potatoes, but like just like stars or blue chips or clear round one players. Like after the top 12, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it gets kind of dicey.
I guess you could be right because then obviously you get into guys like Avian Terrell, the kid from Clemson. A lot of people really like him. Yeah. You start to get into the Caden McDonald, the kid Ione or whatever from Penn State. I like Proctor, but a lot of people have him going like 28, 29 now.
Isn't he a guard though in the NFL?
He's Proctor might be. He's listed as a tackle.
Yeah.
I like the idea of taking tackles a little bit later because a lot of those guys are huge, like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". And if you end up moving them in, I think that would benefit a normal team. I don't know if it benefits this team because right now I feel like, especially the offensive line, we have a lot of questions. Robert Hunt, Damian Lewis, Ickham now hurt. Like we still haven't really truly decided on a center. Obviously, Cade Mays is probably that guy for a 2 or a 3 year deal.
Right.
So I don't really know. I personally, I would go at least one offensive lineman every draft period. But I do
we've
feel
been
like
kind of behind on that.
Yeah, we haven't drafted one since Chandler Zavala in 23. So if we don't draft one this year in the draft, meaning a non-undrafted free agent, then we won't have it. We will have not taken one in 3 straight years. So I really want them to break that trend. But I also keep seeing, Caden McDonald come up, the defensive lineman and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's really worth taking that when we just invested in Bobby Brown, Turk Wharton, all these other guys in free agency on,
On the defensive line, yeah.
Yeah,
And we still
and
got Deshaun.
Yeah, I don't like Ashawn, but he did pretty well this year, or at least pretty decent.
You can cut him and get $10 million.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing a lot of people posting about what's going to happen with that, especially JD from 4-Man Rush. He's been going through a lot of that of who can, who's cuttable. I think Tommy Tremble's name also came up. So there's definitely some places that I do feel like we're going to make cuts. We're definitely going to be cutting at least probably 5-6 guys to save cap. But I just don't know where they go in free agency. Like, I'm looking at them now, and edge rushers, it drops off hard, man. Like, you start with Trey Hendrickson, Khalil Mack, a 35-year-old Khalil Mack, Hassan Reddick, Joey Bosa, and then at Danico Autry, Leonard Floyd, Yatur Gross-Matos, Draymond Jones.
What about Jalen Phillips, Odafe Owe?
Neither of them are on this list. Oh, Odafe Owe he's way down there. Yeah, Odafe Owe from the Chargers. He's expected to get close to $19 million.
That's the kind of player we need somebody to raise the floor of the unit. I feel like.
I don't disagree.
Well, I think the worst edge we should get is like a Owe or Jalen Phillips level player.
I like it.
Tell me this, Nick. Nick, do you want to depend on another rookie edge rusher?
I don't. So that's why I was going to go the opposite and say we don't go and get some crazy amount of edge rushers. I do think that with the recent comments from Princely, where he's basically criticizing the scheme, I think that's going to do something. I think that there's going to definitely be a conversation, because if you guys don't remember, when Canales had the conversation with the media about how much he was playing his rookies, the defense mainly, he was like, oh, I'm working with Evero and everything. And now knowing that he most likely already had a contract, or that was the time when they were working on that contract with Evero, it makes sense that immediately after that, Evero changed it up and was like, okay, I'm playing Princely, I'm playing Scorton. And then obviously we saw a little bit of a change in the defense. Is there a scenario where we see that happen again, of him being like, you need to get buy into these players. You can't repeat like this. I'm not going to give you an edge rusher from the draft. I'm going to give you one from free agency, say Odafe Owe. And if he can't produce with that, then I don't really know what else we have to say. And as much as I want to say, hey, we need to give, Evero more slack, especially for last year's, shit show, it was mainly because Derek Brown was out. Key players were truly out of it. As opposed to him just not having a good scheme. But obviously, criticism from the players means quite a bit. But I think, going back to what we were saying, I think we should go multiple linebackers. I think we should get at least one, like, Mike linebacker, the green dot, and then I think we need to go get another, like coverage linebacker. Maybe one that is a little bit more of a project, more like a Trevin Wallace. But one that we can get for a little bit less. Like, obviously right now, the mock draft that I'm looking at, a lot of the great ones that we really want are already gone. The Sonny Styles, the Arvell Reese, guys like that. And to be honest, I hate seeing the mock where Sonny Styles ends up with the Bucks. But I don't know if the team would be willing to, risk it on a guy like Mansour. I don't think they would be willing to take a first-round corner. Or, again, Peter Woods, even if he falls to us, I don't think the franchise has the stones to do it. I think they would go something else. I think they would take Kenyon Sadiq. I think they would go a tackle. I don't think that they're willing to go an interior defensive lineman with this first pick.
You want to talk about?
No, I mean, I don't really think interior defensive line is in their cards right now. I mean,
I agree.
We've got a lot of money tied up in Derek Brown, Bobby Brown, Turk Wharton. Even I think Turk Wharton, like, something's going to be done with his contract most likely. Like, I don't think his roster spot is in jeopardy, because I mean, he did play good in the wild card game. It's just he couldn't stay healthy consistently enough. And that kind of caused Bobby Brown get ahead of him in the rotation and kind of outshined him much of the season. But yeah, I just think there's just too much there. Like if we're really saying that, okay, we still need interior line help, we gotta have uncomfortable conversations about that room, in my opinion.
Thank you.
If we're still talking about that being a weakness in 2026, we got to have really uncomfortable conversations about people in that room.
I agree.
But
do you think that's a room that we could see something shaken up? Do you think we could see a scenario where Turk or Bobby or somebody like that is flipped?
I think Bobby's pretty safe. I mean,
he got the bigger contract, didn't he?
No. Turk got the bigger contract. Okay. Bobby got he got less, but I think they're both 3-year deals.
Okay.
But I think Bobby's
Turk's
pretty
got
safe.
more money because he's supposed to be our pass rusher.
Right. So I think it's more. I think it's more likely that if there were to be something happen, it would be him. But I still think he's pretty safe too, just because I just give him the benefit of the doubt. He got hurt 3 times this year. He couldn't really get good footing as far as his health. So I think they're going to look at it that way.
I agree. I feel like that the addition of just bringing back
who better play better next season, man.
But what do you think we go second round? Obviously, we're looking at that pick, and it's the 57th overall pick. I've heard a lot of people talk about us trading up. Do you think it's worth a trade up for really any player?
It all depends on how the board falls. I mean, there could be somebody that we have.
I don't think Sonny is going to be available.
No.
Guys, how about we create a scenario here? Like, okay. So you're saying what will be available in the second round? What did we address in free agency? How about we come up with that?
Okay, then let's do that. Let's look at it. So
then we'll be able to say.
Sure. So obviously, right now, if we go, we're adding something in free agency. We're probably looking at a veteran edge. So, like you said, Adofa Owe would be a good one. $19 million is the estimated value. He's 27, so we would be able to get at least his 27 to 31. But obviously, we're talking about paying him 4 years, almost $20 million a year. So that's going to be a pretty solid, tying up of money. And I believe right now our cap is what, 28 million? I'm going to pull it up.
I thought it was 35.
Is it 35? Okay, and that's obviously before cuts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
I think we might try to go for a linebacker too, an edge and a linebacker.
Yes. You really think we're going to go get a linebacker?
There are some good ones. Don't you think? I feel like there's Devin Bush, there's Lloyd. Who's the other? Leo Chenal. Like, I want us to get at least a veteran linebacker that has some talent. Because if we're trying to win next season, you know what I'm saying? Rookie linebacker is one of the hardest positions to come in and contribute meaningful football to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree.
A big curve for linebacker.
I really like Quay Walker. Quay Walker's only going to get about $9
Quay Walker too.
I think he's really. I think he's going to be solid. He's only 25, so we've definitely got plenty of years ahead of him. We could easily give him a, 6-year, $60 million deal and lock him up, because obviously linebackers are going to start getting paid more, especially as this. Is it just me, or does it feel like the coverage linebacker has regressed almost? They're either run stopping linebackers or they're edge rushers essentially.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Linebacker in general,
I don't really see anybody else here that. I just don't see anybody else here that's really worth it. I mean, most of these guys are old. Levante David, Bobby Wagner, Kenneth Murray, Caden Ellis, Matt Milano, Von Miller, Quincy Williams, Cole Holcomb. I just don't think any of those are worth it. He's truly the first one on here that I'm like, okay, that looks solid. We could actually build with him for a few years rather than just, say a 1 or 2 year deal. The only other one would be Devin Lloyd, but he's still 27. Or even Devin Bush
too.
Yeah.
Devin
Lloyd
Leo
looks
Chenal Leo Chenal from the Chiefs. He was really good this season.
Yeah. So they've got some options. I'm just this one is saying Spotrac is saying Devin Lloyd might get up to $20 million a year. That's
shit.
Jeez.
For a linebacker?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Quay
I might
Walker's
have
only
to take him
10,
off my list.
yeah, this one's estimating him to be worth up to 20 million. I don't know how the hell they got that number. It's gotta be wrong. There's literally nobody else close to him in this estimation. Oh, Nakobe Dean. That's another great name. But this says 15 million for market value. So 15 to 20. I'm not doing that for a coverage linebacker. Do we bring back Shaq Thompson?
I don't think so.
I agree. I just hate seeing him, on another team doing well.
Yeah.
What about Isaiah Simmons? Do we extend Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah, I think he probably played his way to at least a 1-year extension. He's a special teams contributor floor. Maybe they find a better role or a bigger role for him on the defensive side as the year goes on. But I mean, we at worst he could be a very good gunner for us.
I agree. And just in case, Rob, just in case you didn't hear, we were talking about Isaiah Simmons.
Oh yeah, as a special team days, you know what I'm saying, or somebody like a developmental linebacker, I like him in that role.
I agree. Yeah, I think there's some names on here.
Was Devin Lloyd all pro?
I don't know. Was he?
He has an elite PFF grade.
Does he?
Yeah, 89. It's like
5 interceptions. That's why. Yeah, so he's probably an all-pro. That's why he's going to get the 20 million.
The 20 million. Yeah. How old is he?
He's 25.
He's 25?
I'm sorry, Devin Lloyd's 27.
Okay. I was about to say, if he's 25, that young, that good, I might have ponied up to 20.
Bro, Nakobe Dean's 25, and he's already going to get 15, so. And I like Nakobe Dean coming out.
Me too. Dean is isn't he pretty injury prone though?
He was definitely injured in 2023. Foot injury, it looks like.
Yeah, that's the only time I can really remember him being injured. It's 2023. I mean, maybe he's had some
I know he came
stuff.
into the league injured.
Yeah. It says
that's
2023, and he had 2 separate stints for a foot injury. He was out from week 2 to week 5, and then week 11 to week 18. And then he was out the first 5 weeks of 25 with a knee.
Yeah, so he's missed like 12 games in his 3-year career.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
7.
But
he's missed.
That's a good buy low.
Yeah, he's missed 15 almost.
Oof, 15. Okay. So he missed about 33% of his career at minimum. Okay.
Yeah, but his average salary looks like 15 million. 4 years, 61 million is the contract that they're saying he's going to get.
You think we could walk out with Nakobe Dean and Odafe, and like that'll be our 2 big signings, and then we attack the draft with that kind of mindset, or do you think we're going to be able to fit both of those guys?
I think it's going to be one, and then we're going to have to supplement an offensive line. I think we're going to have to get rid of Corbett maybe, or something like that. I definitely think that there's going to have to be some offensive line movement. But if we went with that, I would be over the moon. I think Adowe and Nakobe Dean would be a massive win. If you told me that we were getting that, I would say we'd win at least one more game, 9 wins. And yeah, if that's the case, and I'm looking at the draft, you go corner. Because Mansour might be available, Avian Terrell might be available. There's no point going defensive tackle. I don't think a wide receiver here is worth it, even if Mekhi Lemon's available.
Oh, I'm a Mekhi truther.
Don't get me wrong, I think it's great, but my criticism, and I'll let you guys try to convince me, is I just don't think there's enough target share out there to justify another first-round wide receiver.
That's kind of how I feel, too.
Yeah, if we were committing to like 30, 35 throws a game, and Bryce was at like 67% completion, like a lot of the other quarterbacks, then sure. But that's not the offense we want to run. So I don't really feel like that's the best one. If that's the case, and Mekhi Lemon was there, or in this scenario, like I have on screen, Spencer Fano's there, I do feel like the team would go tackle. I'll be pissed if we take Jeremiah Love. That's a completely separate thing, but.
I'm a Jeremiah Love guy. Look. Okay, let me look. I'm a position of value guy. Zach knows this too. Like, I'm always like, I don't want to take the hipster pick. I don't want to take safety guy. But just looking at our offense, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to go 10 plays, 12 plays, 15 plays to score. We have to. When we throw a running back the ball, like, they're getting tackled right then and there if it's not green grass in front of them. There's nobody on our team who could take a 5-yard catch and go 60 yards. Like, Love would bring back 70-yard touchdowns to the bank. You feel me? Like, I think the value he would bring to our offense would be like, it would be insurmountable in my opinion. And I am never a round one RB guy. I just think what it would mean to this team, I think he would mean a lot.
I don't disagree, but I feel like the yak thing is something we've been having the question of since Bryce has been here. And I feel like, a lot of Bryce's best throws are what? Throws to the sideline where there's not going to be the opportunity of yak. And a lot of the times that we're seeing him miss guys like Chuba Hubbard, he's clearly missing them by it may only be 6 inches, but it's 6 inches in front of them or behind them. I don't know if it's necessarily just the running back that's a concern for it as much as it's also the quarterback. But I get where you're coming from. My concern with that is we have Chuba under contract. We just drafted ETN. Brooks is still under contract. And then we're going to bring in a first-round running back. So where do the 4 running backs go? And not just that, but Trevor Etienne would immediately go to special teams. He's not a special teamer that's going to be able to be a gunner or anything like that. He's going to get passed up for somebody else. So we're basically just saying, Etienne, you're gone. We're going to go with Jeremiah Love. Or this is why we're trying to, jack up Jonathan Brooks now, is to essentially be like, oh my God, he's going to do good. And when he does good, then we'll be able to flip him. Maybe that, but I'm concerned about first round running back.
So I think I don't think anybody would be upset if ETN goes away.
I agree.
And we get something there. I mean, Rob knows I've been saying this for like the past 10 days at least, but I think Jonathan Brooks is an idea more so than he is an actual player right now. We have this idea of what Jonathan Brooks is, but after 2 ACL injuries on the same leg, you gotta pump the brakes a little bit until we can see something tangible out there. I think, and as far as running back straight explosives, I don't think it's necessarily just yak per se. It's just explosive runs. Like when you look back at the season, right? And Rico had his little, he had those games against Miami and Dallas. It really looked like he was providing something that the offense was lacking. There was a certain just threat to him running the ball where it's like, oh shit, this guy might take this run 20 yards, or he was like, it was just the threat of that out there. And generally, I love Chuba. I've been the number one Chuba defender, but it's just at this point, he's just a drive finisher. He's good at falling forward, but he's not gonna break anything past 10 yards, 15 yards maybe now. He just doesn't have that. He just doesn't have the ability to make anybody miss in space one-on-one.
Okay.
Not even just catching the ball, just running the ball as well. I didn't think it was as big of an issue until I watched us play Seattle, and I was watching our guys are getting hawked down by linebackers.
Yep.
They're getting hawked down by linebackers. And you watch them have the ball, and they're just running by everybody. It's we don't have speed on either side of the ball. So you're telling me, I'm not going to turn my nose up at a guy that can hit a home run, at any point in the field. Like Rob said, we haven't had a guy be able to, get a 70-yard touchdown really since McCaffrey.
Right.
DJ Moore kind of gave you that threat out there, but DJ Moore was hit or miss as well. But like, there wasn't that consistent threat of an explosive play since McCaffrey. So it's just, like that's something that the offense misses. Like, Tet's great. Coker's really good. They could be a really great young wide receiver duo, but we still need that guy that poses an explosive threat in the offense.
And do you feel like we should go running back over wide receiver? So in a scenario, say Mekhi Lemon or Jeremiah Love, would you rather go running back?
If both of those guys are there, I mean, I'd probably go with the running back. Just because, I mean, like I would have said wide receiver probably like 10 minutes ago, but then when you started bringing up the target shares, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a good point. Do we really need to add another first round wide receiver? Like, don't get me wrong, I think we need a wide receiver 3, tomorrow, but I don't think we can. I don't think we have to do that in the first round.
I agree. Yeah, if you go back to go look at the target share, I actually have it on screen right now. Like Tetero and McMillan, Bryce Young had 478 total attempts. Tetero and McMillan had 122 of those. So he was a fourth of the offense. And after that, it drops off significantly. We're talking about Xavier Leggett's the next one at 64. Rico's at 50. And then Jalen Coker's at 43. Chuba right behind him at 39. Like Mitch Evans and Jatavian Sanders have 9 targets is what separates them. So I don't think that there's a crazy one, even if you were to say drop Kenyon Sadiq in here, or let's just go crazy. We get Jordan Tyson, any of those like crazy, level guys. So we're immediately going to have to change how we do our offense to accommodate that. Otherwise, it's a waste of a pick in my mind because I don't want another 600-yard wide receiver. I have Xavier Leggett. I have Jalen Coker. I need a guy that can give me. To you, Nick? Oh yeah, go.
Like. You just said something important right there. We have to change our offense, but don't you guys feel like? I feel like we went through multiple identity crises for what our offense wanted to be over the course of the season. Like I feel like early we wanted to be a ground and pound kind of team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But there were also games where Dave wanted to air it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we had to depend on Bryce's arm. So like. I think at his core, he wants to be a balanced team. And when he's going ground and pound, I felt like he was more so taking the ball out of Bryce's hands. But I feel like next season, he might give Bryce a longer leash. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
I agree. No, I agree with you. I feel like we were going through a bunch of different iterations of offense. Like Zach said earlier, we had the Rico 2 or 3 game stint where he had, 200 plus yards. We had the moments where, Bryce had 3 touchdowns, no picks. And then we had the moments like the 54-yard game and stuff like that, where it just seems like it's going back and forth. But at the same time, yes, if we added another target for Bryce, maybe there's an opportunity that here or there he's able to complete some, drives and get them down. But to be honest, I feel like a lot of those drives were just like you saw every play. They looked hard. I'm not sure if that was the offensive line collapsing, the lack of a run game at times, or again, the moments where they just told Bryce Young, you have to beat us. And he just unfortunately wasn't able to do it in that moment. Obviously, some of the games like the Patriots game or the Seattle game, you're going against teams that are now, 1 seeds. So those ones look a little bit better now than they did at the time. But I just don't. I agree. We're trying to be balanced, but in the effort of being balanced, I feel like that's where we get into the conversations of Canales, not calling the plays right, not doing this right and stuff like that, because he's constantly having to change what they're doing because teams are just taking shit away. If you basically eliminate the run game and you tell Bryce Young he has to throw it, they completely have to change everything. And I feel like that's a given. I mean, that's what Belichick talked about forever. Just take away their main thing, whatever it is. If it's running, take it away and see what they do. So I feel like that's what just teams did. They're going to want to run the ball. Just stop them. Let's see what they do from here. What do you think, Zach?
Like offense, it looked very hard at times, and then other times it looked easy. But I mean, I'm going to be a little bit more you know, I don't want to say lenient, but a little bit more understand. Like, I think that's just the product of, everybody's so young on that side of the ball. Like, we've got a young play caller, we've got a young quarterback, we've got a young wide receiver room. So, I mean, there's no, like, the veteran leadership on that side of the ball really is, coming from your running back, essentially. So it's like, I think everybody just needs to, just needs to get their footing under them as professionals. And I think that goes with handling the off season and the preseason the right way, on everybody's part.
I agree.
Like, I don't want to go into next year and having the coaches talk about, oh yeah, joint practices, like that's what we really care about. We don't care. Like, no, like I don't want to hear that again. And then you go up and put up another week 1 stinker. Like,
yeah.
My patience for that is zero at this point. Like, I've seen us make the playoffs. I've seen us, go toe to toe with some really good teams. I don't want to see us, open up the season and just look like we don't belong on the football field. So I think it's just a product of how young and inexperienced everybody is on that side of the ball. And hopefully the playoff run has given everybody some renewed confidence in, what we're doing or what we're trying to do.
I agree with you 100%, man. It's, I think it's kind of like what you guys said. What are we going to do in free agency? Because if we go out and get a Dofa Owe, that immediately removes all the edges. It makes no sense for us to take an edge in the first 5 rounds, essentially. So that immediately changes it. And I feel like at that point, we're going linebacker or we're going corner. If we end up going a first-round tackle, the fans are going to freaking hate it.
My thing is with tackle is like, okay, like what are we doing with Moten? Because here's the thing, like I think we should bring back Yosh Nijman. I think Yosh Nijman played a lot better this year than he did last year.
Yeah, I would say that.
So where it's like I'm cool with it. Like if we just say, okay, Icky's fine, like he's gonna miss the bulk of next year, like let's just run it with Nijman. Like I'd be cool with that. I'm not saying, we should go out and draft a tackle in that situation. But what I am saying, if we are thinking about drafting a tackle, is like, okay, what are we doing with Taylor Moton? Because then that would make the Moton extension look even that much more silly, in my opinion, because we knew or we heard what the medicals were saying about his knee. Like his knee was falling apart, and we saw him pretty much on the injury report every single week for some type of leg injury. So it's just like, why did we extend this guy again?
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like, you want to, he's been a Panther for life and he said he wants to be here, but it's like, it's a business at the end of the day. And if he's not healthy, it's not doing us any good by just giving him extension after extension, especially at the rate that we're paying him.
I agree with you, man. And that's the thing. Like, I also don't know how everybody remembers like Ickham being this freaking great like tackle. There was a time when Ickham was like, a pretty mid tackle. Mm-hmm. So the idea that it's just going to be like, oh, Ickham's going to be able to come back in here after a broken ankle and do it at a high level, I just feel like that's not the case. I love the idea of taking a tackle. I just don't feel like the fan base. I think this goes back to my main reservation about next year. This year, we got 8 wins. We won because we snuck into a playoff just by a crazy rule for a tiebreaker. Either way, we made it, and I'm happy for that. If we come out next year and do anything less than that, that makes this franchise struggle even more because then we have more questions. Should Canales go? Should this change and all that? And obviously, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But I'm worried that could be another catalyst of like, oh, they took a tackle instead of taking this guy, and then all of a sudden we're back on this because I don't know if people are willing to accept the fact that this could be Canales' last year. I obviously don't think it will be, but it could be Bryce's last year. We could end up coming out here and putting up another stinker year and regressing, unfortunately. I hope not, but again, I think the fan base would be much happier with some sort of weapon or defensive key piece coming out of the draft with the first round pick, second pick. take a tackle. Nobody's going to care. But that first pick can't be something unsexy. Like if Mekhi Lemon's sitting there and we pass on him for Fano because he falls for whatever reason, the fan base might lose their minds. Granted, we're still going to have to deal with Moton. We're still going to have to deal with all this other stuff. But I feel like also we could address the Moton thing. If Ickham comes back, maybe Ickham doesn't come back as a left tackle. He comes back as the right tackle, and we move Moton to the right guard because we decide to move on from Robert Hunt. 29-year-old, multiple injuries. Like, yes, we'd have some dead cap, but it wouldn't be that bad. We could, make this work for another 2 years. I just don't know. Again, I'm already getting ahead of myself thinking about next year. I just feel like we need something good for that first round pick. Obviously, I want Sonny Styles, but that shit ain't happening.
No, I don't think Sonny's probably happening either. I mean, it would be nice, but I just think they're going to continue the theme of attacking defense and free agency. Because at the very least, like the positions that we all agree that we need on defense, like they're generally some of the harder positions for rookies to come in and learn, like edge rusher. Like we see edge rushers, there's a bit of a learning curve. We saw that with Nick Scorton at times. Obviously, we saw it with Princely. So like even if it's a first rounder, do we really want to, bank on like risk that learning curve again? So. And then linebacker is like that's notoriously probably the hardest position for, a rookie to come in and learn just because of all the different things that offenses are throwing at you, how the games are officiated. Like it's just tough for these guys. And I think we're in a position where this is our window. Like I understand we got in the playoffs on a technicality, but our window's here, and and we have to keep building on it. That's why I got frustrated when there was a creator on the timeline that was pretty much just okay with letting several starting caliber players either walk in free agency or cut them to save money. It's like no, like we can't afford to do that because it just wouldn't make sense because we're like even Dan Morgan said like we're trying to win now at this point, so like we need to make win now moves, and I think win now moves for us are trying to maintain top of the division, if that makes sense.
I agree. And plus, we also have to remember the Falcons are getting a new head coach. So they're probably getting an upgrade. Kellen Moore, year 2, Tyler Shuck. Regardless of my criticism, he actually looks pretty good. And Baker Mayfield will obviously come back with a healthy team and most likely without Mike Evans. So that's going to be a completely different team as well. Plus, Todd Bowles will be on the hot seat. I'm expecting him to get fired midseason next year.
And I think another thing that's worth noting is, as much holes as we have on the defense, like for much of the season, that was the more consistent unit of the two. Like if you look at where each unit ranked league wide, the defense ranked mid-teens in most statistics. I think there were some 20s here and there, but if you look at the offense was like all exclusively 20s. So I mean, the offense still has a lot of work to do. So that's another reason why I'm not mad if once again we get a Mekhi Lemon, we get a Jeremiah Love. Like shoot, like if Kenyon Sadiq is this freak athlete that he's rumored to be, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that because like we're not there yet offensively. I'll say there's a lot of growing that needs to happen on that side of the ball, and I think Bryce. I think this is finally we're finally gonna get what we wanted from Bryce initially when we traded up the pick. I think the light bulbs finally went off. I really do. I know we kind of said it at the end of last year after the Atlanta game, but I mean, a Week 18 game when you're not playing for anything but pride, division rival or not, is a lot different than a playoff game with the just the level of the eyes that were on that game. Like that was something that we hadn't seen before. Like
I agree.
So up until that point, anytime we were in a situation where we were the main event, we were what everybody was watching, we stunk it up. But
yep,
it seemed like something finally clicked, and things that weren't working were working. So, it's like we go into the off season, handle the off season like we're supposed to. I think we finally turned the corner with the quarterback position.
I agree, and I feel like Jake Delhomme hit it on the head when he was asked about the playoff game. He's like, it was a horrible thing that he said, and he even said it. He's like, I hate to say this, but I feel like somebody needs to go step on his ankle, because when you take away Bryce's ability to scramble, which obviously is one of his benefits, he's very good at that, being elusive. Not a true dual threat, but good enough. In my opinion, A+ in that department. I feel like he's a more anticipatory thrower, and he has to trust the receivers. Like you guys talked about earlier, he was definitely down on Xavier Legette, and then obviously Coker was out a while. And then once Coker came back, I mean, it seemed to pretty much click immediately. Obviously, he struggled. I think it was the first 2 games back, but once Bryce actually started targeting him, we truly saw it just come back alive. And then obviously the playoff game.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it, but yeah, I agree with Jake Delhomme. I feel like it should be a situation where you just got to tell Bryce, hey man, you got to put it all out there. There is no like you holding it back anymore. There is no like, oh, this or that. We can't make excuses for you. You're going into your 4th year. You've already got your 5th year option. Will be extended by that point. Like you have to put the best foot forward, and if you don't, you're not going to be in this league much longer. Because again, like I've told a lot of people, I was on with Black Cat Panther Pod the other day. Shout out to them. I was like, man, there could be a scenario where this entire franchise gets completely rebooted next year. I was like, they tied all the contracts to 27, so Tepper would only have to pay out 1 year of deals to all the coaches. Bryce would have the 5th year, and he would be rolling in with a new HC who would go take a quarterback and sit him behind Bryce until he's better than Bryce, and then he would slot that new quarterback in, and the new coach would roll off into the sunset. But I feel like that could be staved off with 7 solid wins. Like, yes, we could lose the division next year with 7 and still retain everybody as long as the offense takes that step forward. Because I don't think that offense can be 22 next year. I think it needs to be better. And I think that if it is that bad, that early, I feel like he will make the move to Brad Idzik. But I feel like Brad Idzik's a worse play caller, so I feel like it gets even worse.
Yeah, I mean, if the preseason games this past year were any indication of what a Brad Idzik called game would look like, I'm not sure that's what we should be clamoring for. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping that the announcement today of Mike Berkovich being the pass game coordinator.
Yep,
that kind of opens things up, because it just didn't feel, it never felt like our pass game and our run game really married each other, and I think that was another point of of struggle for the offense. Like, yeah. And I think we had a run game coordinator, our running backs coach, he's our run game coordinator, but I don't think we've really had a pass game coordinator under Dave these first couple years. So I hoping that the addition of that position helps the offense as well.
I thought we had one last year.
Well, if we did, they either demoted him or let him go without saying anything about. Oh, excuse me.
I'm trying to see who it was last year. I don't even know where I would look that up.
Probably on the team page, you might have something on it.
Yeah, but it's going to have the new staff, not the old staff. If I was looking at last year's. I'm trying to think of where it wasn't. Oh, yeah, Thomas Brown was 2 years ago. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But, yeah, I could have swore we had one. But, yeah, he probably didn't do the best of job. That's why we don't know his name.
Right. So,
But yeah, I like this other guy getting promoted. I think that's definitely adds an interesting wrinkle. And I do think even as a Bryce skeptic, that he's taken a step forward. He may not even be to the level that I want, but he's still better than he was. Like, he's definitely improved. But if we went in that scenario and got a pass rusher or got a linebacker, the one person that keeps coming up the board, and I keep seeing him climb all of the things, a guy that I put out the other day that I was like, man, people need to watch out, is Red Murdoch. I actually just had him get drafted in this mock draft I've been doing on here, and I think he's going to be a
Can I say something real quick?
What?
You said, like, as a Bryce skeptic, Bryce improved.
He has, considerably. I would say he's made himself a play-in quarterback at this point. Like, the fifth year would have made sense.
Okay, so, like, if we judge, okay, I'm going to start the qualifier.
Sure.
From the Denver game on last year until the end of the season. I felt like he was better last season than he was this season, in my opinion. You disagree with that?
To be honest, I never really thought about that versus the 2 years. I feel like this year he's gotten more success, and the win columns are the thing that we talked about earlier. Like, there were 2 games where Rico Dowdle completely just took over the game. There was the Atlanta game where the first one where we won 30-0, that you go back and look at that, and that was mostly a defensive and run game. Bryce had a few moments, but it wasn't like he had 3 touchdowns, no picks or anything like that, and he eviscerated them. I just feel like now we had a better supporting cast that could maybe cover over a little bit of his issues, because I do feel like his issue is that he doesn't trust people. Mainly Xavier Legette, Jatavian Sanders, guys like that. And I feel like he does trust T-Mac, but the problem is people are going to bracket T-Mac. They're going to throw a safety over that way. Like, they're going to try and eliminate T-Mac from the passing game. So you have to go to the other guys. That's why we saw guys like Mitchell Evans and stuff like get a bit more balls their way this year. But I guess I never thought about that. I just feel like now people are looking at the win column in the playoffs, and they just give it all to Bryce.
Right. When we were actually playing and losing last season, I feel like Bryce was putting the team on his back. I felt like Bryce was carrying more last season versus this season. It was more of a team effort. Like, I don't know. I just got a different feeling watching Bryce Young this season. I think it was more a roller coaster versus the last 10 games of last season. I feel like he was pretty consistently, like, he was playing like a top 10 quarterback in my opinion.
He was, but that's the thing. I feel like is Bryce's biggest issue is he has these moments where, like, where he set the franchise record in passing yards. He has the moment like the Packers game from last year where he, I think that was the 4 touchdown game or something like that. Or I'm sorry, the week 18 of the Falcons. I'm sorry, that's the game I was thinking of. So I feel like he's had these moments where he just explodes and then people just ignore the other ones. And that's where I feel like the fan base isn't on the same page with, like, what we want as a franchise. Because most of the wins
definitely
on Bryce's shoulders. There were some moments in some games where, yes, but those games are like a handful of them. It's not the majority. It's not anything. And if that was the case, then no offense, this team would have more wins if we could just put it on his back and he could do it. That's where I gave so much pushback, and I eventually just had to stop responding to it or stop engaging with it, was the game-winning drives. Like, game-winning drive, that's not indicative of Bryce being great. There was plenty of moments where, we were 3-7 or something like that, and Rico busted off a 15-yard run and everything. That's what kept the game going. Like, I hate the metric of just
or game-winning drives. Like, a part of the reason we have to get a game-winning drive is because we couldn't put up points earlier in the game.
Correct. Yeah, they don't care about the first.
Overrated stat, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's, I keep equating it to the same thing about QB wins is not a stat. It's the same thing. Game-winning drives are not a real stat that people care about, and if they are, they're dumb, because Caleb Williams already has 7. Is there anybody in the world that thinks Caleb Williams with 7 is worse than Bryce Young with 11? Nobody thinks that. Bo Nix has 10 already in 2 years, not 3 like Bryce had. So he's 1 game-winning drive behind him. We don't talk about Bo Nix. The Broncos fans wanted Bo Nix benched. They wanted to go and talk about another quarterback at the beginning to middle of the season. And now they're the 1st seed. Like, I I just don't get it. I feel like our franchise is so starved,
I didn't mean to
starved for
get
a
you.
star.
I feel like I just got you started right there.
No, you're good. And that's the thing. I've had to like check myself, to be honest. I want to be a Bryce Young guy. I want to support him, but my issue is like the football people don't necessarily believe in him. The people that do are the guys that hop on TV and go, "I'm picking the Panthers this week." You know, Carolina Reaper out to go, and then he throws 54 yards, and then
Like
they go,
a gimmick.
yeah, like they do it because it's like, oh my God,
kid.
everybody's betting against the Panthers. I should be the guy that doesn't, or the girl that doesn't.
Like Kevin Wildes.
yeah, which is, I love them. They're hilarious. But like, I don't feel like that's the best way to gauge the fan base or what the fans like really want. There was a scenario where fans wanted Matt Corral, where people wanted all these other guys, PJ Washington, and all these different quarterbacks. And no offense, none of them worked out anywhere else. But I do think Carolina is an interesting scenario of like, what does work here? Cam worked here because he was bigger than the franchise. He could carry a team, 59% completion or not. He could carry a team to wins. If you want to give QB wins to somebody, Cam Newton is one of those people that I would be like, okay, I'll give you that argument. But when we talk about Bryce Young, we talk about a guy that over the course of his career is like 15 and 35 or something like that. Like that's where I hate using that argument, because it's not fair for a guy like Bryce Young. But at the same time, he doesn't give himself any help with that. When we see some of these games, like, again, I'm going to keep bringing it up, the 54-yard game. Yeah, there's like one or two other quarterbacks that did that previously, but they also had, 20, 30 touchdowns that year. They were, really slinging it and really doing it like 95% of the time. They just had one time where they got shut down. We've seen plenty of times where Bryce gets shut down, and, the last drive where he gets 60 extra yards and he ends up with like 140. You're like, oh my God, that's a decent game. But then we see fans make the argument, oh, well, stats don't matter. It doesn't matter that he threw 150, we won. It's like, okay, but if, Michael Penix threw 150,
like
you'd be all over his ass.
Right,
yeah, I don't get it. And I feel like he has to prove that he's good enough to do it. I understand that he's a first-round quarterback. He's the starting quarterback for the Panthers. But he still has to go out there and do it. And that's one of my biggest criticisms with the Canales hate, is the person throwing the ball every time, the person making the read, the person playing football is Bryce Young. Canales writes it down on a thing. They go over it. They come up with plays, but he has to make the decision of where the ball goes. So at times where the drives just fall short and we see Bryce take a check down, that's not Canales going out there and being like, oh, go out there and pause for 2 seconds and then throw the check down. And if that's the case, we have to have an even crazier argument that the quarterback needs to be told where to throw it. And that's something that I would be like, just fire Canales if he's telling him that. But I don't know. Sorry for the long rant.
What's your take on that Bryce Young spiel, Zach?
I just don't. There's a lot of opportunity with this team, but I said it. Oh, let me get this off. I said it after the Saints game. I said we should take the 5th-year option because it solidifies the amount that we have to pay Bryce. He didn't make multiple Pro Bowls, so we don't have to give him the higher salary. He's just like CJ Stroud. They're going to get $29 million for the 5th year, and then just let it play out. You have 2 more years of figuring out if he's going to be the guy. And if, again, he regresses at all, he's not. It's as simple as that. I don't think there's a scenario, where we get out of this season or this next season with, say, 7-8 wins. Say, for example, the exact same scenario happens. We end up back in the playoffs, 8 wins, the whole bit. I don't feel like there's a scenario where the franchise would then look at the next draft. Not this draft coming up, but the following year. Still retaining Canales, still retaining Evero, all these things, keeping all these pieces together, and not drafting a quarterback as a Hail Mary. As being like, if we don't figure this out this year, if we don't get the 9 wins, the 10 wins, we're not going to be here. Because I don't feel like Tepper's going to let 7-8 wins continue. That's not good enough.
Yeah, I think and there's obviously room to improve on Bryce's end. But I mean, we got to understand. Just 3 years ago, this was a 2-win team. So,
exactly.
I think Tepper will. Take another year of 8 wins and not do something ridiculous like blow the whole thing up.
I hope so. I just feel like we need to at least get that 8 wins. We need to at least look as competent as we did this year.
If that's the case, we deserve another 2-win season, another several 5-win seasons. Like, I think we went through we have Rule for 3 seasons. Like, the back half of the roster still has his fingerprints on it. Like, we're very devoid of talent. Like, and I
couldn't agree more.
I've been saying this. Rob has heard me say this, seen me say this several times. That 2 years ago, this was a team. 2 calendar years ago, this was a team that won 2 games.
Yep.
Did not own its first round pick, and then
missed on the entire 2024 draft.
Used its top 2 picks on Xavier Leggett and Jonathan Brooks. So we're basically playing without 2 first and a second round pick. We are basically playing without from a season ago. Guys that are supposed to be key contributors on a team we're playing without, and we won 8 games this year. Like, I think people are they're like downplaying how significant of, I don't really call it an accomplishment, because I mean we
played out of our skis.
But like it's like what we did is just like that's just like not something like people aren't understanding that how bad this roster is from top to bottom, and we like how many coaches are coming in here and winning 8 games with this roster? How many quarterbacks are going in here and putting and breaking franchise record with these weapons? Like, it's not many. Like, we have to give Bryce and Dave their credit at the end of the day. Like,
you're right. But my criticism of that would be, I have them pulled up right now if you happen to look on the screen, but I pulled up the 2023 schedule. Bryce Young's averaging like the same amount of yards per game. So like, it's not even like he's taken the massive jump forwards. He's making better decisions. Like, I'm looking at a bunch of these 204 yards. His best one's 361. His lowest one is 94.
So I'll raise you. How many of those games were we down by so much that we had no choice but to pass the ball?
Exactly, and that's where the little bit of inflated numbers comes in. So yeah, that could be the argument that he had even less. But if that's the case, then yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't. I think that Fitterer destroyed this team for years.
Like, yeah, I just think like it's such a bad operation. Like, I think like as a rookie, Bryce probably had like 1 or 2 games where it gave me like hope on what he could possibly be. Like, other than that, it was just like, all right, like, what are we doing? Like, Adam Thielen's not a number 1 wide receiver. DJ Chark shouldn't be in the league. Like, it's just a bad.
You're better than me, bro.
A bad system.
That 2023 season didn't give.
I give him the Packers game. I give him the Packers game that year.
It was alright. It was good.
Yeah,
even the Packers.
That was
to me.
That was a good game.
Look that
but
good. He played good that game, but it didn't look like a number 1 pick to me. Like, still, like, in my opinion, I know people give me flack for that. It didn't look like even the flashes we got from Cam Ward. I don't think Bryce's rookie season was.
Cam Ward is a lot more physically gifted of a thrower, to where it's like, I don't think there's very many quarterbacks that can, match the, if you put like a highlight tape of all the throws that he made, whether it be incomplete or completed, like, there's not too many guys that are going to be able to match that, those throws that he made. I agree. If that makes sense. Like, he's just an otherworldly thrower of the ball. And he had a bad situation around him too. But just going back to us, like, we tore apart everything this roster might have been able to have that could have helped him. We had a running back that was a there's a future Hall of Famer. We traded him away. We had a wide receiver that could get open in the intermediate and make things happen with the ball in his hands. We traded him away to get to move up for him. So it's like, like we just messed up the process so bad to where it's like I can't even get mad at Bryce to the point where it's like obviously, like, there's times where I expect him to be better and do better as number 1 overall pick, but I also got to bring myself back down to earth and understand that, like, we're a terrible organization to go to, and we just have to we got to accept that like our shit stinks. Like, we can't act like our shit doesn't stink and pin it all on the coach, pin it all on the quarterback. Like, we're a terrible organization that drafted a young quarterback that probably wasn't as pro ready as we were sold he was. Yeah. That's the fact of the matter, and he's improved every year, in my opinion. Like, I know Rob would say that the games, like, he looked better in the games, but I mean, I saw a lot more dumb decisions still in some of those other games.
You're right.
More so than I saw this year. Like, the decision making was a lot. It felt more decisive.
That, like, to start this season though, like the boneheaded decisions in the Jacksonville.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like
in the Miami game. You feel me?
That's what I think.
Government mandated turnovers.
Every
first half.
We gotta figure out how to start the season better. I don't know what that looks like in the process. Like, people are just, that doesn't have anything to do with preseason. Like, I disagree there, but that's what people are going to say. They're going to defend whatever they're going to defend. But I think they got to handle the preseason and take it more seriously than what they have these first couple seasons with Canales. But anyways, like, I just think that Bryce, he seemed to be more
in control.
In control of things. Like, obviously there were some low points in the season,
Absolutely.
We've mentioned the Seattle game, but once again, like, I don't even get mad at the Seattle game, because it's like, if you look at the difference in speed between the two teams, it's like what are we supposed to do? Like, nobody can make a dynamic play at all. So it's just
I think the criticism there is that Phillip Rivers came off the couch and threw for more yards against Seattle than Bryce did.
Who is Phillip Rivers throwing to?
Nobody. Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce is nobody?
Tedderell McMillan's nobody? Come on.
Tedderell McMillan had the flu.
The Colts got weapons.
The Colts The Colts have.
I guess Tyler Warren too.
They got Pittman, they got Josh Downs, they got Alex
and
Pierce.
I'll say Phillip Rivers is
Jonathan
one of those
Taylor.
quarterbacks, like, even though he was coming off the couch, he's one of those older, generation quarterbacks where his mind is his best weapon.
You want to know what's funny about that?
A lot of that stuff, is what's up?
I looked up the stats. In that game, Alec Pierce was 1 for 16 yards. Their leading receiver had 32 yards. Amir Abdullah.
Good grief.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Alec Pierce, another guy on my list though,
I don't know if that's gonna happen though.
I don't think so.
It would be nice, but
do you feel like we should trade XL at this point? Because that's what we'd have to do.
I want it still off the roster. Yeah, I want him gone.
I don't think he's gonna be on the roster next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Pierre, I don't know if you know Pierre. He knows a bunch of the players on the team. He was kind of hinting on that his camp is going to ask for a trade.
That'd be an interesting
there's like mutual dissatisfaction between the camp and the team, and like it makes sense. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, like, as much as you can try and defend XL, like, he just hasn't done enough when he's been targeted to warrant more targets. Like, ultimately, like, the hang up comes from the camp believing that he's not getting targeted as much. Just like, that's fine, But there's a reason why he hasn't been targeted as much. It's because like when he does get targeted, usually it tends to lead to something negative.
Yeah,
he's unreliable.
He gets targeted too much. Whenever we throw the ball to him, something bad happens.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like jokingly asked somebody to pull like what is the EPA when he's targeted versus, when anybody else is targeted.
Yeah. The first half of the
season,
the first half of the season, I said this stat too. He had the worst yards per route run, for any high volume like route runner in like the last 20 years.
Jesus.
Like he's not efficient with his routes at all. Like he's one of the worst players in the NFL. He's one of the worst players that gets a lot of snaps in the NFL.
Yeah, because he definitely got him. I mean, he definitely got 20 less targets this year, which isn't the worst thing considering we added T-Mac, but the fact that you ended the year as a first-round receiver in your second year with 363 yards when you played 15 games blows my mind.
Yeah, that's like
did Coker outgain him again or?
Yeah, Coker ended up outgaining him.
Yeah.
Coker caught him after week 18.
Yeah, 394 to 363.
That is insane. And he played like what?
Yeah.
Coker
played 11 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played 4 less games.
And you also gotta think, it took Coker a couple weeks to get his legs under him. Those first couple games, like he didn't really work himself into the game plan until week 10.
Do you guys remember like Bryce was missing him on like what would have been touchdowns and like 3 of his first games he came back. Like I know vividly when he threw the interception versus Green Bay, Coker would have been wide open for a touchdown.
Yep.
You know
But that's where I feel like it comes down to better coaching. Because how many times did we see that? How many times did we see moments where Bryce Young just openly missed guys? Not missed them by throwing them the ball. I mean, just didn't see them. Because there was at least 1 or 2 moments where Xavier did get open on a few plays, but it was just that ball would have had to been out on time, and he would have had to trust him. And that's why I feel like it goes back to that trust.
I will say this to give, not to shit on XL completely. XL, he actually does get open down the field a decent amount, but Bryce's game doesn't match XL's game, in my opinion.
Correct.
I feel like XL would work better with a bigger armed, aggressive down the field passing.
He would be better as a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill, even a Titan. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody,
that'd be a good one.
Somebody who's like Bryce. He's been accurate down the field, but he's only throwing to those guys when they're wide open. Like he's not taking chances like Josh Allen or some of these bigger arm quarterbacks.
I agree, and that's been one of my criticisms of him. Is like it feels like at times, like again, why I brought up the Jake Delhomme quote earlier. I feel like there's times where he just needs to stop thinking, and I understand that's the wrong thing to say, but I'm just mean it and like stop pretending like the next throw you're going to be benched, because I do feel like that still sits in the back of his head, and why we don't see him open it up all the time. Because you're right, he doesn't have the strong arm. He has to play on time. He has to put the ball out early. Just like that, I'm going to keep bringing it up. The 34-yard ball down the right side. It was like 6 games in, and Bryce hit T-Mac perfectly, right on the edge of the line. And it was beautiful. But if you go back and look at plays like that where he really hit these deep balls, that ball's out pretty much immediately. As soon as he can physically plant his feet, he's heaving that ball. So that's where I feel like, it's his best way to succeed. You have to trust him. And if he doesn't trust Excel, he's got to go. And that's where I feel like I'm at an impasse with Jatavian Sanders. I don't feel like he trusts Jatavian Sanders either.
You just made a really great point. Yeah, because Bryce, when he throws the deep ball, is actually anticipatory.
Correct. The ball's out like immediately.
Right? So if XL's game is more predicated toward a quarterback who can wait until their player is open to then throw the deep ball, Yeah. I think that goes even more to my point that Bryce's game doesn't match Excel's.
I agree.
You just put me onto something right there. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's been my criticism of him the whole time. And when people were going after, what was it, a few days ago, going after Kurt Warner for criticizing Bryce in the Rams game, saying like, he's not planting his feet and all this other stuff, and he's got happy feet and the whole bit. I was like, that's been the thing that we've known since he started. Frank Reich didn't touch it because he knew that if he was trying to change the way that Bryce plays, that stops the Heisman. That stops the reason why he won that. That stops all that. That's not who he is. He's not a sit down, plant the feet, and heave it down the field. He's a, slippery guy that's able to get in there and get the easy balls and, hopefully make the right plays. But the problem is when it breaks down and he can't force it into those tight windows, then he goes to the check down. Then he goes to try and scramble and all this other stuff. And that's where I feel like the one thing that a lot of Bryce truthers ignore are the fumbles. We always see people bring up turnovers and all this other stuff, but Bryce fumbles the ball, half a fumble a game, basically, one every 2 games or so. I mean, he's averaging like 70 or something like that.
His sack to fumble ratio is I think it's the highest in the league.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna pull it up right now because I want to say he's had. I don't even know if it'll be on here if it'll do fumbles.
Well, Cam Ward had a whole lot of fumbles too.
Yeah, but no offense, Cam Ward in his first season, yes, I will agree with Zach's sentiment that he does have more power. So he's going to be able to put the ball in some more interesting places, like that ridiculous crossbody throw that he threw, like 70 yards or whatever it was. Like Bryce isn't going to be able to do that. But the fact that Cam Ward came into the Titans and put up 3,000 plus yards, like that immediately gives me a thing of like, why is Bryce not able to do that? Why is it always like, oh, well, Bryce needs, 2 first-round picks. He needs a great offensive line. He needs Jeremiah Love. He needs all these pieces in order to succeed. It's like, okay, so we're just trying to replicate Alabama, where he had far and above arguably the best team in college football.
Or replicate the Lions.
Yeah, like perfect one, Purdy with the 49ers. Everyone keeps giving crap to Purdy. That, they all have all pros everywhere. Well, what about it now? What about now that they're continuing to move on? Oh, you're good, Rob.
Only way if we want to win a Super Bowl with Bryce, we're going to have to surround him with that kind of talent, unless he just proves to be, a Drew Brees type quarterback. But that's just something we haven't seen yet.
And that's my criticism of giving him more weapons. Like, why would I give him more weapons when so far he hasn't been able to prove that he can get me 1,000-yard or 1,100-yard receiver and say a 900-yard receiver? This year was 1,000, and the person behind him didn't even break 400. Let me go to last year. Last year, obviously, number 1 was Adam Thielen, but he only had 615, and Xavier Legette had 497. And then 23 was Adam Thielen's 1,000-yard season, and DJ Chark 500. So he can't even sustain 2 even close to 1,000-yard receivers. So that's why I won't give him one, or I wouldn't vote to give him a first-round one. If you want to give him Ted Hurst, you want to give him a later wide receiver, I'm totally down with that.
So,
but you're right, and that means Xavier Legette's got to go.
I will come in and I will counterpoint right quick. Out of those 3 seasons,
yep.
You said Adam Thielen 1,000 yards. DJ Chark, what is it, like 500?
Just under 5.
DJ Chark's not in the league anymore, dog. Like,
he wasn't. DJ Chark wasn't good when we got him. I wish I could go pull my tweet.
DJ Chark was not good. Is not good. Last year, Adam Thielen probably would have had 1,000 yards if he didn't get hurt. He got hurt week 3. He missed like 7-8 games with a pulled hamstring or whatever it was. He would have got 1,000 yards again, most likely. Right. Still put up 600. And then this year, like, the guy that would have been our number 2, Coker,
got hurt.
He gets hurt and he misses a bunch of times. Like, I think you're putting a lot of emphasis on what Bryce isn't doing versus like just the terrible players that we've surrounded him with. Like,
I
these
agree.
are guys that aren't in the league anymore. Like Jonathan Mingo, he's not going to be in the league in a couple years. Xavier Legette, he's trending that way. You know, Adam Thielen, he was our wide receiver one de facto. Like, we had nobody else. So it's like, I guess we got to throw it to him. He was the only person that was worth a darn. You know, DJ Chark, not in the league anymore. Laviska Shenault, he's a Birmingham Stallion now. Like, these aren't NFL quality players. Even the Tennessee Titans, they have, like, their bad is still NFL quality bad.
You're right. And you want to know the crazy part? T-Mac has 10-14 this year on 122 targets. The year that Thielen did it, he got 10-14 on 137.
Sheesh.
Let me say this, though, to Zach.
What's up?
The time when I was the most confident, like, I hear it all you said, but the time where I've watched Bryce Young play and I was like, okay, I'm watching a number one pick play, is when he was throwing the ball to Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, David Moore, and Jatavian Sanders. Like,
I think you just want to see a player. You just want to see a player.
Talent, you know what I'm saying?
You just want to see him elevate, and I'm telling you that's not who he is. Like,
I agree.
We gotta accept, like, he's not going to be a guy that's going to turn, chicken shit into chicken salad. Like, he'll try and figure something out.
Though.
No, we didn't draft him to be to freaking to carry a bad roster.
And somebody
he is an out of structure playmaker. Like, but that doesn't mean he's gonna turn the worst wide receiver room in the NFL into a competent unit. I don't care what Tepper said. Tepper doesn't know. I don't
give a shit.
I don't care what Tepper said. Tepper heard that from Scott Fitterer because Fitterer was trying to save
so we
his
might
job.
have to save some money on wide receivers.
He could still be a point guard, but it doesn't mean that he's going to turn the worst wide receiver room in the NFL into a competent unit. Like that,
there's only like 5 guys that can actually do that.
Like, yeah.
That's always been my criticism. Is people always think that
like their
quarterbacks and next
caliber player. Like, we're talking like a Hall of Fame, like immediately coming in and being a Hall of Fame caliber player. Like, shit, even Josh Allen, like, you're telling me, like, well, Joe Burrow's an interesting case, so I'll get back to that. But, like, even Josh Allen at first, like, they gave him Stephon Diggs. Like, okay, he had time with an elite wide receiver before they said, okay, we're going to throw you out there with fucking Khalil Shakir and Gabe Davis. and you're just going to have to figure it out, man. And Josh Allen also has that Cam Newton trait where he's just a massive human being that can, run with the ball that Bryce doesn't have. So it's just like it's not a fair comparison in my opinion. Like, I think the Jared Goff comparison is fine. Like, not necessarily in the way they play football, but just in,
I would be happy
the types of
Jared Goff's level.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but like nobody complains about like at least Lions fans, like nobody complains about like, oh, why do we have to give Jared Goff like these? Like, you're just like, oh shit, man, we got another weapon for Jared Goff. That's great. Like, why can't we why is it got to be? Oh, why do we have to keep investing in Bryce Young's? Like, I don't understand why we have to be like that, man.
Jared Goff for the last 4 years has thrown more than 4,000 yards and 29 touchdowns in every single season, averaging more than 65% completion rate on a pretty decent team with a 90, his lowest is 97.9 in the last 4 years. So he is arguably an elite quarterback.
Right, but before Jared Goff knew what a McVay or a Ben Johnson was, Jared Goff was bad.
Jared Goff has has 2 seasons where he gets close to 5,000 yards as a Ram.
Right, with McVay. What was he doing with Jeff
I'm sorry.
Fisher?
Yeah, you're right. McVay was there.
Could you picture Bryce throwing for that even with McVay? I couldn't picture. I couldn't even dream.
We don't know what
we
could picture with Bryce Young. We don't know what we could picture because he hasn't had McVay. He hasn't had
you're right.
what the Rams have. Like, it's like it's just
You're not wrong, Zach.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
I feel like at some point though, this
I
goes
watched
back
the
to
Carolina
like
Panthers make a playoff
Goff
game.
is like a traditional drop back passer though. Like
he's also 6'4".
he's just a better passer of the football than Bryce will be, in my opinion.
Even if he doesn't throw for 5,000 yards, like it's you can't really debate, McVay and Cooper Kupp and.
Wait, what did Goff throw for this year?
I'll pull it up. It was 40.
I think he was
4,500, 34 touchdowns and 8 picks.
4,500, man. Even without Ben, like Goff is just a good quarterback, man.
Without Ben, but I mean, there's still Gibbs, J-Mo, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like it's just, like we don't have that kind of infrastructure on offense to support that kind of. Yeah, man. Like I don't know. I'm not doing the Bryce Young talk this offseason. He's all right.
I agree.
With me, so
he's earned it. I'm not going to criticize him this year, and I don't even think we should take a quarterback. I think that it needs to be.
I think we should take a quarterback, but as a backup because Andy Dalton's gone.
How late though?
Whenever. Whenever it makes sense. Like I've read several mock drafts where Malik Willis isn't coming here to be.
No, he's going to get paid.
Like, I'm out of the Malik Willis talks. Like that was probably like mid-season this year.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bring in Malik Willis to compete, but I mean, we made the playoffs. Like, I don't really see the need in shaking anything up. Honestly, like, continue to build this thing. Mm-hmm. And see where it gets. Like, if we continue to try and build it and it doesn't work out, then we just hit a complete reset button. But I don't want to do the new quarterback and I just don't want to keep trying to throw darts at the board. Like we got to figure it out, and we got to figure it out the right way. I don't want to put another young quarterback in a situation where the offense can't support him. Like I want the next, if we do need a next quarterback, I want them to come into a well-oiled machine.
Then maybe we take a tackle first round.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be hard to actually build that because we missed on so many picks. Like we missed on every pick after Bryce Young in that draft. Like Mingo used garbage.
Yep.
We missed
Sanders.
on Xavier Good. We missed on Jatavian Sanders. We missed on Jonathan Brooks. We missed on all those players, and it caused us to spend a lot of money in free agency. So, what I'm saying? We can't even bring in too many guys. I don't know. I just feel like, let me not get too doom and gloom here. Let me shut up. Let me stop.
No, I think that there's a viable option, to be honest. I think that we'll probably look at coverage linebacker as a veteran. I do think that that's where we're going to go. So I would love a Quay Walker, like we talked about earlier, or I would love a Nakobe Dean. Those are my top two. Anybody out of that, we are starting to take B-plus guys, in my opinion, and then obviously it drops off heavy from there. I don't think a long-term deal for a lot of these coverage linebackers or these mics, they're going to be able to come in here. Like you said, it's really hard to find a linebacker that's going to be able to immediately come in year one and really do it at a high level. The only one that I really be willing to risk it, because he's going to end up being a third-round pick, is going to be Red Murdoch. That's literally the only one. I think Jacob Rodriguez is going to go top 50, so that's going to have to be an early pick, and that one I would say he's probably good enough to start. But outside that, we're going to have to get him in free agency, and then I think it could be a scenario where we're going after an edge in the draft instead. Or a corner. But again, I feel like we can get a second-round corner that's just as good. I just don't know about quarterback. Like, what are we looking at? Mateer, Aller, Carson Beck.
I would take a late round flyer on a John Mateer to be a backup, honestly.
But my question is, how realistic is that battle? Like, are you really going to make it a quarterback battle, or are you basically giving it Bryce Young to lose?
No, why would it be a quarterback battle? Mateer petered off at the end of his college season. Like, he has, unless he's like some, combine freak or whatever. Like, I don't think wherever he would go, he gets brought in to compete for a starting job.
I know, but they're going to have to go against each other in, in the preseason, in training camp and all that. And what's the scenario? That's where my concern is. If we bring in a guy that's semi-competent, a John Mateer, a Drew Aller by some crazy thing, and then all of a sudden we're in the scenario like Bryce does feel it on his shoulders, like, I can get benched. There is a guy behind me that's viable, because I think he knew early that Dalton was not that guy. Especially this year. Last year, Dalton still had some juice left. This year, he is not good, or was not good, I should say.
Yeah.
By the way, Brandon Miller just hit a beautiful shot.
Really?
Yeah, I got the Lakers Hornets game on.
I don't think anybody not named Fernando Mendoza from this quarterback class is coming in and competing with even a Bryce Young level starter. Like, I don't see that kind of ability in many of these quarterbacks. Like, Drew Aller, he's kind of like a physically gifted guy.
Yeah.
With Dante Moore coming back, like who is the quarterback too?
I will stand on this. If Nussmeier didn't play this entire year injured, he would have been in QB1.
I thought Nussmeier would do well,
fine, but I think he's got. I think he would have a steep learning curve in the NFL, just because he's got that gunslinger mentality.
He just had some elite throws that season prior.
I don't disagree with this. My concern is that a lot of these guys are going to be more physically imposing, and I know that's an unfair criticism of Bryce. He can't change his height and all that other stuff, but what's the scenario where somebody comes in here and immediately hey, Canals really likes him, Morgan really likes him, he's carving up the defense and all this other stuff, and then Bryce has another stinker game. He's got a 2 fumble and an interception game, and we're like, hey, let's see how this guy does. And that's my concern. I don't want that for Bryce yet. If we're committing him to his 5th year, we need to truly give him the opportunity to lose the job. And now, again, skeptic.
I think that would be giving him the opportunity to lose the job is if you do draft somebody.
Yeah, thing behind him, though. That's like the minute you screw up, the minute it gets bad enough, we're going to go to this other guy.
So what do we do for our backup quarterback?
Probably bring in a Tyrod Taylor then.
Do we just not bring in anybody? Like,
we bring in a veteran, an older veteran.
Yeah, veteran, like a Tyrod.
Yeah, God forbid Bryce goes down. Like, I don't want to punt my whole season on freaking Tyrod Taylor. Like, that's.
I don't know. Technically, at that point, just like you said, it could be a scenario where you don't trust any of them.
I want to win 0 games.
Yeah, I don't think like that.
If Bryce is a season injury, number 1 pick me.
Even if it's not a season-ending injury, like let's say we start the season off 4-1 next year, right? Bryce goes down for 4 weeks, right? I don't want to put in Tyrod Taylor.
In that scenario.
Like exactly, we got to stop defaulting to the worst fucking possible case scenario. Like, not everything has to be a doom and gloom scenario. Like, what happens if we start off 4-1, Bryce goes down for 5 weeks, we put in Tyrod Taylor, he goes 0-4, now we're 4-5. Great. Now we're probably going to be in a situation where we win ourselves out of a top draft pick, and just give me the young quarterback that either is going to be ass or can spark something and maintain, but don't give me Tyrod. I know what I'm getting with Tyrod, and I don't like it.
Okay, what about Daniel Jones? Because Daniel Jones is going to be coming off the injury. He won't be available until later. He's already 28, 29, so we're not going to be able to give him – nobody's going to give him $40+ million. not even the Colts. So I think there could be a scenario like, hey, come play here, and let's see what happens. If, you get through the 1 year and you look good, you look like you did with the Colts, maybe there's a scenario where we can give you an extension the following year. But
hold on, Nick, you just talked about having somebody breathing down Bryce's neck. We'll definitely feel that if Daniel Jones comes here.
Yeah, I mean,
Daniel Jones won't be able to return to like week 8 though. Like he's going to be out the at least the first half of the season. So he would be a guy that you'd be able to bring in for, much less than you would have to pay anybody else. And especially because he already got the previous contract. I'm not sure if that expired this year, if it expires next year. It expired this year. So yeah, he's coming off of an Achilles tear at 29. Like, I don't know. My thought process was to bring him in there. Obviously, you're going to have to bring somebody to actually play the season. You're not going to be able to go in there with a quarterback on IR, so you would need another one. But I feel like bringing in somebody like that, somebody that's good, but not somebody that's going to, like, the minute something happens, we're like, oh, this guy's better. I don't think Daniel Jones at this point in his career is truly better than Bryce Young. He might be as good, but I also don't know what it's going to be like coming off of an Achilles. But I agree with you, Zach, about Tyrod Taylor. I'm not a Tyrod believer.
I like Tyrod as a quarterback when he was, still in his youthful years. But I mean, he's 37, 38 now. It's just like I saw him with the Jets. Like I don't really need to see Tyrod Taylor in Charlotte. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
what about Dave's old friend Russell Wilson?
I feel the same exact. I feel the same exact about him as I do Tyrod. Like I know what I'm going to get from him, and I don't really like it.
Even as a backup, like you're giving
even
him
as a backup.
Okay.
Even as I don't want that. I don't.
Would be a good leader.
That's my thought process, and that was my
bring
criticism.
him in as like an offensive scout or something. Like if you want leadership, like
okay.
I don't really want the idea of him possibly having to play games.
And do you want to bring in like a Trey Lance or something, or?
Oh no.
I mean, Trey Lance is cool, but Trey Lance would be another. I see him kind of like in the same vein as I would see like a Malik Willis. Like maybe he won't necessarily push for being a starter, but I think. That's the kind of guy that I would have taken a stab at if I was, out on Bryce or close to being out on Bryce. Like like I said, I'm good with Bryce right now. Like,
what about a Kenny Pickett?
Work on what you got to work on. Kenny Pickett might not actually be that bad.
He's not crazy imposing, so he wouldn't be somebody that like Bryce should truly have to worry about. It should be just an internal motivation, a true backup role. Yeah. I mean, I think that could be one that's, again, Kenny Pickett can win games. Let's not pretend like he's, dog water. The other one that could make a lot of people happy, Sam Howell.
I think Sam Howell would get a certain part of the fan base a little too excited. I think that'll get a certain part of the fan base too excited for my liking. But
he's only 25.
Sam Howell's all right. I would prefer Pickett at that point just because, like, I think his brand of football is a little bit more safe.
I agree with that.
Like I said, like, ideally, like, the only time we would see a backup, like, hopefully it would be, like, a short-term injury. Like,
yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, okay, give me a guy that can come in for no more than, like, 5 games and just maintain. But again, that would have to require us to building a type of infrastructure, that can be maintained because, so far, I don't know if we have that. Like it's very specific to, Bryce doing what Bryce does when he's hot. Like it's really not an offense that I feel like we could drop almost anybody in and they produce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's my concern is like, even if we go grab a Drew Aller or let's go crazy if you get a Garrett Nussmeier, which again, he's going to go top 40. So that's not a viable pick, but any of those guys, I don't feel like it, even if you give Garrett Nussmeier this team, I don't feel like it really makes this team better. Like, I feel like the investment it made in him could have been made in a better place. By the way, our Hornets are getting destroyed on the boards right now. We're already down 12.
Sorry, I was had to clear something.
What was that?
But no,
if this was in Twitter Spaces, I'd be getting cooked.
Why? Spaces isn't that bad. I can't do Spaces anymore because I don't have premium.
Are you done? Well, you can do Spaces without the premium.
No, you can't start one without the premium.
Really?
Yeah, it won't let me do it. You have to have premium to.
Yeah.
I tried to start it with this one, and it told me I wasn't allowed because I don't have a premium subscription anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they took away a bunch of stuff.
Maybe it's a thing if you previously had a premium subscription and they just like getting at you for. But yeah, I've hosted Twitter Spaces before, and I've never had premium.
Yeah, I was just trying it before this because I was like, oh, I'll throw it up on X or whatever and do that, but then it wouldn't let me, so I was like, whatever. Because I set up the whole thing for vertical as well, but I was like, nah. Speaking of, this Hornets game is going to go real bad.
Who are they playing?
The Lakers at home.
They're getting killed by the Lakers on the board.
Dude, they're getting murdered by the Lakers on the board right now. I just saw LaMelo take a one-legged fading three.
That's his game.
There's a whole thing in the Hornets fan base that want to get rid of him. So
I don't know where I'm at with that.
I'm not with that dude. He's 24.
Earlier in the season, I wanted to get rid of him, but like a part of me feels like I'm kind of happy they're losing, but just for this last year, because if we got a defensive forward who could anchor our defense and provide some downhill.
Y'all got Miles Bridges, man.
Rebounding.
That's
Bridges
all
needs to
y'all
go.
need.
Bridges needs to go.
Miles Bridges, he's a Hornet for life. They'll never get rid of Miles Bridges.
If we get it like a Boozer or a Caleb Wilson, a Koa Pete.
I don't know. If you want a defensive anchor,
Boozer.
Boozer is not a defensive anchor, and I say this as the as a diehard Duke fan.
Defensive player though.
He's not good defensively. He is not good defensively.
I thought Boozer's like a top 5 pick.
He is. I think he'll probably be a top 5 pick, but I don't think he's a good defender.
Really? I feel like he's a smart defender.
Did you not watch what was it, a Louisville game where he literally let that center just shoot uncontested threes back to back to back, wouldn't even put a hand up in his face. I feel like Boozer.
It had to be the game plan.
No, it wasn't. No, but I don't know. You do it once, all right. But if you're just not even trying to get out there, I feel like Boozer's just. He's not. I feel like Koa Pete would fit more. What the Hornets would need from that defensive anchor. I think Boozer, if you want another scorer, which I don't think the Hornets need. I don't think the Hornets need another guy that can get you 20 to 25 points. I think they need to, they should focus on defense a little bit more, but
I agree with you. This one has Cameron Boozer going second overall and has Koa Pete going to the Mavericks while we take Mikel Brown Jr., the point guard out of Louisville. If we take a fucking point guard, I'm going to fight somebody.
Well, that means
LaMelo's would be trading LaMelo, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why, though. And who are you trading him to? For what? A lot of people are saying to go after Sabonis.
Sabonis?
Yeah, that's been the big one on Hornets Twitter.
I would rather trade for Anthony Davis. I'm not going to lie.
What?
Get out of my face with that.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is a defensive. Yeah, he's definitely going to give you deep, but he's only going to give you 20 games a season at this point. He'll stub his toe and he'll miss a month. He should just retire, in my opinion, because the Mavericks are going to trade him, and he's just going to get bounced around from team to team until people just stop trading for him.
That's why I think it would be cheap to get him. That's why I wouldn't even take LaMelo, I don't think.
I saw an interesting one that was the Warriors finally getting rid of Curry, and Curry spending 1 year with the Hornets, and Kuminga being a part of that trade. because Kuminga wants out now.
I said we should get Kuminga, and then they cooked me on the deal. Because
No, apparently he
Kuminga,
wants
he's an
out.
athlete. I know he's an athlete. He's 6'7". He can play defense. I think we're missing that 4 piece, that 4 spot.
He'd be the 4.
Right. Yeah, I think he'd be good on it. And then we'd just be missing like. I like the center rotation we have, but I feel like if we add like a truly like starting plus level center, that's when we're getting into like top 8 seed in the East.
I agree. Yeah, because this year we're definitely not going to make it. They're gonna be lucky to win, 30 games. They got 14.
I really like Khan.
You like who?
Khan.
Khan Knueppel, yeah. I thought you said Prime. I was like, oh, we're gonna go talk about Prime now.
No.
No, I like him too. Khan is definitely one of the ones that I was happy that we got out of the draft. Of course, I wanted Cooper Flagg, but to be honest, they both look amazing. I think Khan fits the team better than Cooper Flagg would, even though Cooper Flagg is going to be dominant for a real long freaking time. I think Khan can do the same.
Our defense, though.
Yeah, he would have. But that's where I feel like the franchise, at least since I've been a Hornets fan, so 20 years or more, I always feel like we go for the guards. And that's the one thing that I can't stand, is where we just keep cycling in and out these guards, expecting these dudes to be Kyrie Irving or something like that. We have Khan now. So I have a guy that can consistently give me 25 to 30 a night. Obviously, give him more shots. He'll be able to give me more points. Fantastic three-pointer. LaMelo just broke the record for most quickest one to 800 threes or 600 threes or something like that. And I'm like, Khan's going to smash that thing. Like, he's going to smash that record.
Yeah.
But I feel like the one place that we keep ignoring is the center or power forward position. And my philosophy is always just go bigger. I want the biggest power forward you can get, the biggest center you can get.
Imagine if we took Jalen Johnson over James Bouknight, where this franchise would be.
That'd be great. Yeah, but that again goes back to the same thing that we have with the Panthers. I feel like the issues with the team starts up way higher. The issue with the Hornets forever was Michael Jordan. And regardless if anybody wants to argue with me, he's a dog shit owner, or was now. Same thing with David Tepper for the majority of his tenure. He hasn't known really how to do it at the highest level. He hasn't known how to make the right picks, put the people in the right place to make the right decisions to build long-term. Yet we see other teams, like the Commanders, for example, in football, come out of left field, new ownership group, completely change their franchise around. Same thing in basketball. We've seen what the Mavericks have been able to do. Obviously, they had Luka. Now this whole change up and everything, they actually didn't look too bad for a while until the AD injury. And obviously now they got Flagg. So I feel like there's ways and there's teams that are able to just turn it on. It just feel like there's something wrong with Carolina at this point. Like, is it all our fault?
I think when you do something wrong for so long, it's harder to, do a hard reset. Like Washington, did they really turn their organization around, or did they have like a Linsanity year where they, played an easier schedule and, got the jump on certain people? Because
I feel like the Jay injury hurt them a lot.
It did hurt them a lot, but even when he was playing, like, what were they doing? Like the rest of the team didn't really look that good. Like the defense, which is, Dan Quinn's, specialty, they definitely weren't flying around like they were the year prior. I think, I think they had a good year last year. I think they regressed. Injury played a part in that, but I also think they weren't able to get the jump on as many people as they were able to. So, we'll see what they do this year. Cliff Kingsbury's out. I think that'll be a big deal, because it didn't seem like a lot of people in the building were expecting that. So, we'll see. But Dallas, I think Dallas kind of got bailed out by getting that number 1 overall pick, because I don't think AD and Kyrie would have been a sustainable, a sustainable 1-2 punch. Both of those players, they're they're kind of injury prone and unreliable at this point in their careers. So I think them getting that first overall pick kind of bailed them out from looking a lot worse than what it was. And that GM still got fired, and rightfully so. But
hey, Vanderbilt and Con Knippel just got into it, or Kalkbrenner just got into it on the sideline.
They scored 25. Okay, I thought it said 25-22. Hey, that was. I'm getting tired. I think I'm about to call it a night.
Yeah, I've done yawning like 3 times.
We had some productive talks tonight, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. If you guys ever want to talk again, I'm definitely going to be doing and streaming more often and doing all this. So if you guys absolutely want to come on here and talk, obviously as we get closer to the combine and everything. I also have access to all the
I think too.
college footage. So if you guys ever want to watch the college footage, I can put it on screen.
How about we this will probably be like an idea closer to the draft, but how about we run a mock and then we explain the picks.
Hell yeah.
Why we picked those players when we picked them.
Hell yeah. Yes, especially as we get closer to the combine, because then we're going to know a bit more about free agency, about what the team's going to do. And if it's Adelpha Owe or if it's Nakobe Dean, I don't know, but I definitely want us to go out there and do something linebacker edge.
I think Owe stays in LA for what it's worth.
I agree. And I don't think Quay Walker is going to make much of a move because I do think the Packers are going to try and keep him. But I don't know why, because he's going to need $10+ million.
Yeah.
So he might be the one we might have the option. Oh, what a great little pick and roll there, Kalkbrenner. Oh, it's going to be a good night to watch my Hornets lose.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
No, man, I appreciate both of you guys. I know you guys both work. I know you guys are both busy. I sincerely appreciate you guys taking time out of your night.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely, man. Have a good rest of the night.
Thanks, you as well.
Yep. Okay, so now we are going over to the Hornets. Let's pull this thing up. Oh, shot by number 7, the Lakers. I think might be a tiny bit behind. Man, this looks good so far. This looks good. Okay, he's holding it. This Hornets team is struggling on the boards this game. Sion. Oh, yep. Thank you. Jump ball by Luka. Man, what an interesting one. Hopefully you guys are excited for this one as I am. The Hornets are obviously a team that, to be honest, I've loved for years. I don't know why this team is currently where we're dealing. Yep, I obviously love that shooting foul. Appreciate you, Grant Williams, for making those free throws. I'm definitely a few seconds behind in my stream over to the left. Got it off screen because unfortunately I can't show you guys what it looks like or the audio apparently. So, okay, here we go. Josh Green enters for Colin Sexton. Brandon Miller enters for Kalkbrenner. Interesting. 3 guards, 2 forwards, no center. I don't know if I necessarily love this lineup, especially against this team and how we've been getting out-rebounded. Maybe it's just me. Are we not getting out-rebounded right now? Let's pull it up. Rebounds, 12-10. We're actually out-rebounding them. Maybe it's just that one little, series that we saw earlier where it just didn't look good. Oh, there we go. Within 6. 22. Offensive rebound. Come on. I think it's really interesting. JJ Redick, obviously John on the sidelines. Or I should say on the side of the court. Boom. That's not bad. This team is doing good. Personal foul on Khan. That's okay. That's okay. He does have 2 fouls, it looks like, right there. 2 fouls. Oh, we're going to dismiss that. Don't need to see any videos for this one. We just want to keep a focus on the game. Let me see if it'll refresh and go away. There we go. Don't play this. I don't care about this. Oh, end of the first quarter. Okay, after Luka made a 32-foot 3-point jumper. Wow. Well, I'm about to watch it on my screen. Here we go. Takes it up top left, slowly dribbling it up. This reminds me of PG in that playoff game. Takes a step back. Man, what a shot. Oh, my God. That was bananas. And he waited so long. Our guy didn't even get the ball off in time. That's killing me. Could have made the pass. Oh, well. Let's get this first quarter over with. Let's see where it goes from there. 30-39 is not a bad one. We were down 12 before, so we've cut it by 3. They have been shooting fantastic. I mean, it's Luka, LeBron, Rui. They've got a team out there, and obviously we're playing at the Lakers, so there's a little bit of a different vibe there. I do like, again, what we're doing so far. I thought we were getting out rebounded, but apparently I am wrong. Again, let's go to those team stats. 30% from 3. The one-legged three-point shot does not help us, LaMelo, so don't love that. But, hey, 52% to 56, not bad. 3 of 3 versus 2 of 4, so we got that. 12 and 11. We are just not getting the offensive rebounds. Obviously, we're losing at 3 to 4, but those defensive we have got. Distributing the ball more. Blocks. I mean, the 3 turnovers doesn't help, and we've conceded 8 points off of those turnovers. So if we had that, it'd be 31-30. That'd be pretty solid right now, but obviously right now their biggest lead 13. Our biggest lead was 3. So let's just hope and pray that we can, come out in the second quarter. And that's the point shaving scandal that everyone's talking about. Absolutely bananas that people were caught sports betting. You're going to get banned for life. I hear it's a Chinese thing. Maybe I could pull it up while I do this. Let's see. I'm trying to see if they have the DOJ thing for the betting scandal. Maybe it's on the main. Nope, I don't see it. It should be. Oh, here we go. College point shaving. So while we wait for the game to come back, let's pause this. Okay, a college basketball point shaving scheme involving more than 39 players on 17 NCAA Division I teams resulted in dozens of games in the previous 2 seasons being fixed by a gambling ring that included a former NBA player, according to the federal indictment unsealed Thursday in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. That is bananas. Are they going to name the players? Schools named. Oh, they're smaller teams. Oh, so I'm assuming they were doing that to try and not get caught. Okay. So schools look like down here, Abilene Christian, Alabama State, Buffalo, Coppin State, DePaul, Eastern Michigan, Fordham, Kennesaw State, LaSalle, New Orleans, Nichols State, North Carolina A&T, Northwestern State, Robert Morris, St. Louis, Southern Miss, and Tulane. 20 of the 26 defendants played college basketball during the 23-24 or 25-26. 4 players have been charged. Simeon Cotty, Carlos Hart, Camion Shell, and Umar Kurisi have played for their current teams in the past week. Oh, my God. That is bananas. We'll get back to that. Look at that. LaMelo makes 27 point. I'm going to keep saying that. 27-foot three-pointer. What was that? Damn, fantastic. 35-39. Let's go. We're getting this thing closer. Come on, Hornets. We got this. Speaking of, if you guys want to come on here and talk, about anything, I will make sure to put it in the comments. So if you are on YouTube and you want to come over here and you want to hang out, you want to talk some Hornets ball, there we go. I just put the link in the description. Hold on. Let's delete this. Boom. Oops, it wasn't on there. So there you guys go. If you guys want it, it's there. Come on. I'll bring you guys in here. We can talk some Hornets. Go from there. Obviously, this game is at least close. This is what we like. Looks like they just subbed out Rui. Marcus Smart enters for Gabe Vincent. LeBron loses it due to a turnover. So obviously, we've got a little bit of momentum here. Hey, 35-39. I would have taken it 100%. We're competing at the Lakers. Let's go, guys. Let's not go back to that. We'll go back to that later once we go to a TV timeout or something like that. Again, I'm super excited for the season. 14-26 might not say that. 7-14 away for our Hornets, but doesn't matter to me. We are here. Hive mentality every night. For the rest of the season, I commit to you guys right now. If you're watching this live stream, you get my commitment. January 15th and moving on, every Charlotte Hornets game will be streamed right here on this channel. So if you are wanting to watch some Charlotte Hornets basketball with me, have a discussion, see where this team is going, make sure you guys check me out. Again, I'm going to be streaming during all the games. And at some point, I might even start streaming during Duke games. Big Duke fan here. And then obviously my Carolina Panthers just ended the season. So we have definitely got some opportunities coming up. And then what else do we have? We got the World Cup coming up. Definitely going to be streaming those games for sure. Hopefully you guys are going to come by for some World Cup talk. Going to be seeing a lot of the games. Obviously, there's a lot going on. Oh, man, it's a packed year. The Olympics and more. Obviously, like I said, we are also... Let me edit this. Hold on. Hornets. I'm going to change the names of these to make it easier for you guys. Boom. Hornets v. Lakers Live is what the stream is now called. So if you guys want to come by and check it out, we have since moved on from the Panthers talk. We are talking all Hornets the entire time. Again, we're at a TV timeout. It is a full timeout, so we can continue on our article that we were talking about earlier. It looks like the allegations against Hart, Schnell, and Carisi stem from their previous schools, while Codel's alleged incident occurred in the 23-24. None of the allegations were from this season. Eastern Michigan said in a statement that Hart has been suspended from all team activities pending the outcome of the case, while Kennesaw State announced that Cottle has been suspended indefinitely from team activities. Cottle was the Conference USA preseason player of the year for Kennesaw State, is averaging 20 points per game, scored 21 in 5 in the final 8 point. I'm sorry, including 5 in the final 8 points of the game in the Owls win over Florida International on Wednesday. Authorities described 5 defendants as fixers who recruited players to participate in the scheme and offered bribes ranging from $10,000 to $30,000 to intentionally underperform. The bettors then placed and won millions of dollars in wagers on fixed games, according to prosecutors. At least 2 defendants, Shane Henneman and Mars Fairley, were also charged in a federal indictment in the Eastern District of New York centered on gambling schemes in the NBA. 3 of the other alleged fixers had connections to college basketball. What an insane moment for college basketball. Obviously, this Simeon Cottle kid, wow. 6'2" senior, solid stats, top 30 in scoring, and all that's gone now. Like, you're going to go to jail, man. That sucks. That really, really blows for you. Could have been playing on my Carolina Panthers, Jesus, my Charlotte Hornets, but nope. Nope, not no more. Obviously, we can see what just happened. We got a B-Mill miss. We got a Josh Green miss. We got a LaMelo miss. Does look like they got the defensive rebound. I hate that, but, you know, is what it is. Oh, this was earlier. Nope, it's not going to show it. Dang, I was hoping it would just do it on the side, but it didn't. Brandon Miller blocks LeBron. Oh my God, I just saw that horrible 3 by LaMelo. Do not shoot that, LaMelo. Do not shoot that from the right side. Try and get a better. Okay, goes to B-Mill. Fakes. Oh, that was almost great. Oh, LaMelo gets the rebound. Oh, that's Green. Oh, man, LeBron. Oh, I just saw the block on LeBron. What a sick block. Oh, my God. Okay, this must be where BML turns it over. Like I said, my stream is about 5 seconds behind. He's driving right. Oh. 10. Here comes Green. Oh, there's that offensive foul. Yep. Man, Brandon Miller's having himself a game, isn't he? Blocks Jake Rabia's 4-foot layup. LeBron misses. Defensive rebound by LaMelo. Let's go. The Hornets are here. Should I just put this stream in the comments? What do you think? Let's do that. Copy link. So obviously, I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate Zach's time. I appreciate Rob's time coming on, talking some Panthers. And look at that. We're within 4, 37 and 41. Kalkbrenner misses. Man, he's been so good this year. He's like 80+%. He does not miss on a regular basis. I say that, but he's probably like, what, 64%? I just always feel like those guys down low just can get him so easy. I wish it would show like a more, a little bit longer play-by-play, but Kalkbrenner, I cannot stand that he's a 1 rebound. LaMelo Ball's got 4. He's going to have a triple-double tonight, probably. Oh, wait, never mind. He's only got that 3. Damn, he needs to get it going. LaMelo's playing bad. Oh, my God, Ryan. Why did you lay that up? Just go up. Come on, man. Oh, this is at the personal foul. Oh, and then obviously they're bringing Ayton. Yeah, look at that. He's under both of them. He's under 18 and he's under LeBron. And he just tries to lay it up. What is that BS, dude? You're a 7+ foot center. Take it down. Go up with that thing, man. Don't be scared. Is it just because he's a rookie? Again, I genuinely believe he'd be really good in the NFL. I'm going to keep saying that. But I really feel like we messed up by not taking Zach Edey the year before, but whatever. We'll keep paying for that. Okay, come on, Bridges. Stay on Braun. Good. Also, again, why is Green going up for the... Is it Jalen Green? I always get it wrong. Josh Green. Josh. I don't know why I always want to say Jalen. Look at that. Come on, Kalkbrenner. Really bad pass turnover. Come on. That was really bad. Obviously, we're going to the full timeout. Man, this is killing me. Either way, I appreciate my Hornets for coming out. Obviously, this is a long time coming. Oh, yeah, that's why. B-Mill wasn't moving. Didn't set his body right. He deserves that foul. LeBron's going to go up there and sink these free throws. No problem. Man, this is a stinky one. I'm not liking this so far, but either way, man, these Hornets, we're getting it done. We got to grind these games out. Again, we already got Miles Bridges, 11 points, 4 of 4, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Brandon Miller, 6 points, 3 of 7, 2 assists. He does have the 2 fouls, though. LaMelo, man, that one-legged 3, didn't love that. But, hey, man, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Definitely keeping us in this by being an active defender, active rebounder. He is our leader in rebounding on the team at this point. When you go to look at the Lakers, obviously they got Ayton with 4 rebounds. Marcus Smart's got 2. Buffkin's got 2. LeBron having a pretty quiet night. 5 points, 2 of 6, 1 rebound. There's more that we could be doing now, genuinely. This is not a scenario where we should be slacking off. And especially a game like this, we need to take it seriously. These simple games against the Lakers, again, 24-14, yeah, they got 10 more wins than us, but it's not because, they are just genuinely blowing folks out. They're winning these tighter games. It's a 4-point game. This isn't something, where the Hornets are just not in it. We're in it. We're able to stay in it because of guys like LaMelo Ball. I don't understand the criticism of why we want to get rid of him. People can argue with me till I'm blue in the face. I don't really care. I just don't think it's a scenario where we need to go out of our way to trade him. He's not some cancer in the organization. He's not making this team worse by being on it. Anything like that. Genuinely, we are we're just figuring it out. And I think he needs to be a part of that long-term build. I don't love the idea of us going out and getting another point guard. I mean, NBA mock drafts have us taking a point guard. I don't understand it. We need a power forward. I need a better center. I need maybe a more physical center. Maybe that's what I'm asking for. Because again, I was a Kalkbrenner guy. I wanted him coming out of the draft. Genuinely. I wanted him to yeah, of course, he got the coach challenge. But I wanted him to immediately make an impact, and I feel like he is. But is he as physically imposing as we really wanted? That's not going to be a now thing. Maybe Kalkbrenner in a year when he puts on more physical weight, puts on more strength, gets into more of his adult body. Maybe that's an opportunity. But in the meantime, Kalkbrenner is not going to be able to dominate these games. He hasn't been able to dominate one pretty much all year. He's had his moments. You know, he has some solid ones. I want to say he had the 25-point game. I'm probably not even remembering it right. I could have swore he had a game where he actually at least had some solid points. Maybe I'm not remembering it right. Why doesn't it give me like, there we go, game log. I'm sorry. I must have been smoking crack. Oh, it was 17. I'm sorry. 17, yeah. Against Orlando. That was his big game. 17 again against Milwaukee. But again, look at these rebounds. 9, 7, 4. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You're a 7-1 center. I need you to do better. There's no reason why this team should have a center with 5 rebounds. Like, come on, man. Obviously, LeBron made the 2 free throws, bring it up to a 4-point game still. Personal fouls, and then that 2-point shot as LaMelo assists. LaMelo now up to 5 assists, 4 rebounds. That should be his 5th rebound, I thought. I thought he had 4 and 4 earlier. It's saying he got another defensive rebound, but it hasn't loaded on my stream to my left, unfortunately. Which obviously I hope one of these days I'm going to be able to put it on screen for you guys. Oh, he dumps the ball out to Bridges. Bridges goes in. Tries. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, man. That was the assisted one. Wow. Okay, we got the Marcus Smart defensive rebound. God, LaMelo, 6 rebounds, man. What the hell? Here it goes. This is the miss. He's going to shoot it. Yep. Wide miss. LaMelo rebounds. Heave of a pass to Bridges. Oh, what a catch, Brandon Miller. What a freaking catch. Sorry, I got that a little too close to my mouth. LaMelo is cooking right now. I said he'd have a triple-double. He might have a triple-double by freaking halftime. Good Lord. LaMelo, shout out, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Holy crap. Didn't think LaMelo would be the leader on this. Boom. There it is. I finally saw that 1-foot dunk. Damn, that thing was nice. Good job, Bridges. Oh, Sion and Musa come out. Khan comes back in. So it looks like we got Bridges, Musa, Miller, Khan, and Sion on the rotation. Down 2. I like this. Obviously wish I could have had LaMelo out there, but LaMelo does have the 2 fouls, I believe. Oh. Full box score. Let's pull it back up. I apologize. I'm sorry. He only has 1 foul right now, but we do have 2 on Khan, 2 on Brandon Miller. So something to think about. Marcus Smart makes the 2. Musa misses. Damn, bro. We could have tied it up right there. Okay. Jake misses. Musa, let's go. Let's tie this up. Let's tie this up. I can't believe right now I'm watching the recent plays rather than watching the TV. Let's go. We got a 3. That's what that means. We got a 3. Let's motherfucking go. Who shot it? Okay, come on. There's no way he makes that shot. Sion. Okay, this is the rebound beforehand. This is the miss. Luka misses. Come on, Hornets. Let's go. Come on. God, once Musa came out there, you immediately see the difference, huh? 2 rebounds right out quick. Miles Bridges ends up with another one. He's another one having a good game. As much criticism as I have for him, he has been playing absolutely fantastic as of late. Ooh, that was the Scion 3. What a shot. Good God. Oh, but it looks like Luka got the foul. Luka's got 2 fouls now, too. Oh, Brandon Miller misses. Miles Bridges rebounds. Come on. B-Mill. Let's go, B-Mill. Up 4 now. That's how quickly it turns. That's how quickly you go from being down 4 to up 4. Just like that. Put it in your pipe and smoke it, Luka. Put it in your pipe and smoke it. Look at that. Oops. I don't want to look up sports. I was trying to see if it would pull this up. Oh. Nope. I don't want to log into nothing. I guess I could try and pipe in the audio. I just don't know if it would work. I don't think it works on here because I'm doing it through StreamYard. And I don't want to pipe it in if it's going to hurt it. Let's see. Let me see. Can I pipe in the audio? I'm looking for... Will it let me listen on here? Nope. It's a Hornets app, or I need Sirius XM for home games, NBA League Pass audio, or TuneIn Premium. Let me see if they've got the WFNZ stream. Can I listen to it on here? Nope, they're playing music. I was hoping they had the actual thing where we can listen live, but no, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get it up. At least SiriusXM wants me to pay. I'm not paying for Sirius. I never use that shit. Yeah, it's $9.99 a month for Sirius. Sirius, I'm good. I wonder though. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull this up for you. Oh, let's get rid of that. Just when I thought... Tennessee. Can't play Ella Langley on here either. Definitely get demonetized immediately. Stream East. Let's see if it'll work. Okay. Sweet. I might actually be able to get it on here, and then I could at least pipe the audio in. Allow. I wonder, can you hear it? No, there's no way you're going to be able to hear this. Boom. Yeah, it's not going to let me pipe the audio in, or else I would love to show you guys the audio or host the audio. Huh. Yeah. I'll have to try and figure that out for next time. If I can somehow get the audio in, I will. I don't think it should give us any issue with that. Oh, I just saw the bucket that made it 48-49. Oh, and there we go. There's the 2-foot dunk. Let's go. Sexton with 5 minutes. It says he's on the bench, bro. I don't know what happened. Obviously, we got Miles, Musa, Miller, Khan, and Sion out there, but in a horrible, horrible moments. But it does look like we are kind of winning the simple ones right now, Jameson. Appreciate you for coming by the way. Shout out. This Hornets one, man, it's going to be an interesting game. The whole game. I mean, we're seeing plenty of moments where we're just overcoming, genuinely. And I criticized the rebounding early. I don't know why I did. Maybe I just said it too early, genuinely. Because we've got multiple guys with 5+ rebounds. The other team has one guy with 4. They're just hitting shots. Luka's got 19. Aiton's only 2, but he's only 1 of 4, 2 of 4. I mean, 1 of 3. Gabe Vincent's the one really, struggling right now. But over on this side, 2 of 4, 2 of 5, 3 of 4. Bridges hasn't missed. He's perfect. 6 of 6. What a horrible miss by Rui. Holy God, that was bad. This has got to be the 3-foot hook shot. Yeah, that's it was. Okay, cool. Moose is going to make one, and then Gabe is going to commit another foul. I thought he had another one already. I'm sorry, that's his first foul. And yeah, no Sexton in the lineup yet. He might get checked in here soon. I would expect some sort of thing, maybe down this stretch, to maybe sub in Sexton. I don't know. This is honestly isn't bad right now. LaMelo seems like a more active player, but with the rebounding advantage with Bridges and Khan out there, and then, to be honest, Musa back out there, I don't think you really need to. You're up 7 now. We were just down 12. And now we're up 7-5 now. But still, we're able to compete in this game. Guys are hitting their free throws. Let's keep it going. I can already see on this screen that he hit the free throws. But, man, Khan has a great, free throw movement. He really does. Easily replicatable. Didn't know if he got injured. No, not that I'm aware of. I think they just subbed him out earlier, to be honest with you. Let me pull it up. They subbed out like 3 people all at once because it's right when Musa went out. So Khan, Josh, and all them. So yeah, he had to come out even earlier. I don't see anything about an injury. I also don't have the audio on the game because if I put the audio on, I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. Yeah, I don't see any reports of him with an injury or anything like that. So yeah, he's just got to be riding bench right now. Let me see. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick, just in case. The first thing I have on here. Look at this. So look at Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton got a rat tail. That's pretty funny. It's from early last year. Yeah, I don't see anything on it yet. So yeah, he's got to just be riding bench. Nothing crazy. Yeah, dude, we're killing it. Look at that. We were down 9 earlier, 30-39. Speaking of, shout out. The Hornets follow me on Twitter. I think it's one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. Yeah, I agree. Whatever works. Whatever's getting these points. Whatever's keeping us up 9, I'm happy. Do I like Charles Lee? I don't. But my criticism of Charles Lee lies in maybe something that's a bit deeper than just him. I think that the organization needs to make a decision to start playing harder-nosed basketball because look what we're seeing right here. Rebound the ball more than them, and we can compete against a team that has 10 more freaking wins than us. Like, we need to be more physical, and that's where I feel like Charles Lee has not been advocating maybe enough for the team to go out there and get that defensive voice, that defensive anchor. The talks now are that we're looking at Sabonis, I believe, or that's what the fans are talking about at least. I'm not sure if I necessarily love it, but at the same time, I think Sabonis could immediately come in here and completely change, our ability to win. I don't think that there's a scenario, though, where Yeah, the rotations are a concern, but again, I feel like that gets. By the way, appreciate you, Jameson. The rotations I feel like more come down to who you have. Earlier, if you were watching the game, LaMelo literally came up on the right side, pulled up, realized he got stopped, did a one-legged fading three. That's not going to win us games. So that one 100% goes on LaMelo. That's also going to be something in the score column or in the score box score, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be against Charles Lee. It's going to be an argument of why Charles Lee is not doing the right things. But by shoring up that, center position, I feel like that could solve a lot of the issues. Obviously, we thought Culk could do it. He's going to need more time to get more into that adult body, like I was talking about earlier. But right now, I mean, I don't know of a better coach, and that's my issue. Who is the proven person that we're going to go out and get that has already said, I'm open to coming to the Hornets, that says, I'm open to doing this? We're not going to play that either. Who's going to be that guy? Is it going to be, somebody coming out there and being like, hey, we're going to make a trade for this center. Rob talked about AD earlier. Go make a trade for him. I don't agree with that. And right now, I don't really know of another center that I would necessarily love. In fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. Well, I got that up. So when I look at centers, obviously Nikola Jokic and all that, there's a bunch of guys you can go out and get. We've had a Yusuf Nurkic. We've had stuff like that. But if it comes to points, I mean, Kalkbrenner's scoring less than 2 points under Yusuf Nurkic. I mean, it's not like he's doing anything crazy. I feel like the issue we have is the rebounding. I mean, Kalkbrenner's only averaging 3.6 a game. I'm sorry, that's field goals made. I don't know how to read. Jesus. I apologize. Kalkbrenner's averaging 6.3 rebounds a game. Nikola, obviously, 12. We've got about 10 guys. So Nurkic is averaging 10 rebounds a game. So, yeah, that would be a massive upgrade with that. But a lot of other guys. I mean, Chet Holmgren's only averaging 8.4, but the idea that his 8.4 rebounds makes him less of a center than, say, for example, Yusuf Nurkic is not true. So it's not just the one rebounding stat. I feel like it's the amalgamation of their defensive contribution. And not just that, but their willingness to be active defenders and also compete for rebounds. But yeah, I don't know who's the right coach to bring in here. Who's the right guy to be like, hey, this is the decision that we should be doing. This is the right guy to fix this. And I don't know if he's out there. Not without another retread, not without us truly just giving the franchise to somebody that, maybe couldn't work it someplace else and hoping he can do it here. So I have a little bit of a concern about that. I would be more interested in going and getting a college coach right now than doing like a JJ Redick style retread. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Charles Lee in general. Who is the better person? Who's the upgrade? Let's see. I'm trying to see 2026. I guess I'm looking for free agent coaches. Here we go. The best available. Oh, this is 2024. James Borrego. Hilarious. He's coming back up, by the way. Hilarious. Terry Stotts. JJ. LOL. Yeah. Here we go. Head coach hires. Oh, that's 20. That was done a year ago. I need 2026. No, I need it 26, 27. Yeah. Damn, it doesn't really have anything for coaches. I was hoping there'd be like a list of, solid coaches, but nope. Free agents draft. Now that's NFL coaches. Yeah, I don't see anything crazy about the coaches yet. So I don't really know the opportunity that we would need. I don't know the guy we would be able to come in and add to upgrade Charles Lee. That's my biggest concern. Obviously, end of the second quarter. We're in the halftime. It's going to be a few minutes. So in the meantime, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, what is up, guys? I am back. Sorry, I was just using the restroom real quick, and I was also getting my my dinner set up. I ate a little bit earlier. Had some fried chicken. Just moved back to Florida. Shout out! I'm actually going to be able to go to so many more of the what's they're called of the Hornets games. So I'm super excited about that. Obviously, having Orlando so close. It'll be much easier. I was just tipping live game feed. Oh, our Hurricanes are also going. Oh, maybe I can pull them up together. If you are a NHL fan, hopefully you are a Hurricanes fan because it looks like we are locked in one. Unless this is from yesterday. It must be. This damn app lied to me. Oh, it said they were locked in overtime right now, and I was about to say, oh no. Nope. The real app lied to me. I am now back. Looks like Warriors are beating the Knicks. Hawks are up. Yeah, I don't see them playing. That's weird. Anyways, let's hop up over to the NBA. Boom. Submit. I'm definitely did my first thing on Reel. Shout out to the guys at the Reel app. I finally did it. Let's see. I definitely just took the live spread of Charlotte by 3.5. Definitely going to take that. Definitely upgraded that karma as well. Over under 237.5. That's pretty solid. I would say I would go the over right now. Seems like the easier, but 237. Yeah, it's going to be over. And I'm probably going to take 11 and a half assists on LaMelo. I mean, at this point, what is he at? Let's go pull this up. LaMelo's got 3 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. So we think he's going to do that again in the second half. Another at least 5. I would say so. I would go over. I'm going to go over on the. No, I'm not going to bet an extra 50. Okay, I'm cool with that. So there we go. I joined the Real app, watching the Hornets game on it as well. So shout out to him. And yeah, I'm pumped for this, man. I'm pumped for this season. I wish I could have streamed a little bit earlier, streamed a little bit more of this season. Again, I'm a Hornets fan first. I was definitely a Hornets fan before I was ever even a Carolina Panthers fan. So the Hornets will forever have my heart. One day we'll have a neck tattoo of the Charlotte Hornet directly on my neck. We'll put it that way. That's how much of a fan I am. But again, we are at least competing tonight, so I'm happy. Also hilarious that they posted, sorry, you can't go to bed yet. 64-55. Very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Here, and what a game to watch. Yeah, trade deadline's coming up too, so that's going to be a concern for this team. A lot of people think we're going to trade LaMelo. He's playing like he is right now, 14 minutes, 3 points. I mean, it's not really a guy that you want to pay, 50, 60 million a year, but I mean, I guess what else can you do? He's contributing in every other place. Assists and rebounds, dude is all over the place. He only has the 1 foul, but he is -2. He's the only person in the main. He's the only person on the team with negative point value right now. So -2. Khan is a +2. Grant's a +1. He's the only -1 right now. Bit of a interesting moment for him. And then obviously on the other side of the ball, the Lakers. Rui's -11. Good God. It's probably because he's been going up against Bridges. It's got to be. Bridges and Miller. Man, game should be kicking back off soon. What's this? Jordan Walsh. You know what? Screw it. We'll see it. If they'll show it. Oh, he goes up. Goes back up. Boom. Oh, it went away. Oh. Lakers' upcoming schedule looks like they're playing the Trailblazers next. Raptors, Nuggets, Clippers, Mavericks. Who do we have coming up? When's our next game? Clipper. Oh, we got this game. Let's go down here. Where are we at? Okay, then we got Golden State, January 17th. Denver, Cleveland. Oh, at Orlando. If only I had known about this months ago. I could have bought tickets. And then do they play again at Orlando? That's versus Orlando. I'm trying to see how close they're going to get to me the rest of the season. I'm not going to New York, Boston, or Minnesota, or Brooklyn. I'm not going to San Antonio, or Sacramento, or Portland, or Phoenix for that matter. Not Boston, not Indiana, Chicago, Washington. Atlanta would be pretty cool, but they don't have Trae Young anymore. So what does that team look like at this point? Roster. Man, CJ McCollum and Kristaps. That's it. Luke Kennard, Jalen Johnson, I guess. Dyson. Not really a whole lot to love. Man, versus Cleveland. An at-home game. Tickets are $12. Man, if I could go to this Memphis game, tickets are $4. I wish. I freaking wish. $10, $12, $14, $15. I would go to all of these games. Hey, Hornets, if you hear me out there, with these ticket prices, if there was a way I could be at every freaking game, I would. Even the Miami game, $13 for a ticket. But it's at home. That's why. I would need 2 tickets. Yeah, bro, $16? $19? You're crazy. I'd want like 201. Damn, that's a pretty nice seat, to be honest with you. Yeah, that might be pretty sick to go to. I'm definitely going to have to make my way to a home game here soon. I'd like to plan it at a time where I could maybe be up there a whole weekend, go see a Hornets game, go see a Panthers game, shoot, maybe get lucky and see a Duke game. At Houston, at Dallas. Yeah, it's at Memphis, $4. That's crazy. It looks like it's actually 6 is the lowest that you can get right now. 205. Bro, that's a perfect seat. I would be happy. $5 and includes a $3 delivery fee. So the ticket is $2. Right? Let me make this a little bigger. Yo, I got to take a picture of this. Yeah, we'll take a picture of the whole thing. Look at that. Man, that's going to have to go on Twitter. Oops. Fix that. Boom. We're back. Okay. So obviously we're coming out of halftime here any second. Keys to the game, it's talking about 3-point shooting. Charlotte 7 of 19. LA's 9 of 18. Rebound battle, we are up by 9. And then those transition fast break points, Charlotte, has 8. And the Lakers have 7. So obviously we're back. B-Mill, LaMelo enters for Zion. B-Mill enters for Josh Green. Still no Colin Sexton. So I know you were asking earlier, Jameson, about Colin Sexton. He is not returning yet. Oh, LeBron rebounds, misses after a B-Mill 26th round miss. Luka rebounds, and then he hits a 3. Damn. Cut that lead down. Come on, we're coming out of the second quarter. Or out of the first half, going to the second half. Lakers had a 28% field goal percentage in the second half. That was a lot of the reason. So obviously this is a good start for them, able to do that. Oh, and LaMelo answers with a step back jump shot. The thing I was criticizing before, he's able to come back and answer. What a dub. Again, this team is we're competing at a different level right now. I finally see the B-Mill miss. Here comes LeBron. Boom. He's going to miss. Luka's going to rebound. Ball goes out. Kicks to LeBron. And then boom. Beautiful 3 by LeBron. Wow. Beautiful 3. Here we go. Here's the step back. LaMelo step back. Boom. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Barely even moved the freaking net. Barely even touched it. Let's get some different music in here. Yeah, we'll leave this like that is. Let's go. Okay, here we go, LaMelo. Miles Bridges. Okay, he's going down the right side. I wish I knew everybody's number for the Lakers off the top of my head. It looks like Luka's got it on the right side corner. He's going to drive up. Yeah, that's really short. Con rebounds. LaMelo's looking for the ball. Bridges looks. Boom. 7 of 7. Boom. Again, as a Bridges skeptic. Boom. Oh, and Luka's all mad. What's he mad about now? Luka made a technical. What was the technical? Oh, and then LaMelo fouls. God damn it, LaMelo. Come on. By the way, I really appreciate this behind me. I was able to get it. It's all the players signed from the Charlotte Sting. Shout out WNBA. Hopefully you guys bring back the Charlotte Sting soon. Let's see. Come on, guys. LeBron goes right. Oh, that was a beautiful backwards pass through the legs. Yep. Oh, LaMelo got the personal foul on that. Damn it. 77-62. This is what we were hoping for. A game where we're just able to pull away. Khan makes another 23 freaking foot jumper. Let's go. LaMelo, another assist. I'm really happy that I took the over on those assists. B-Mill misses after a Dayton layup. Man, this stream is really behind. Wow. Lots happening in this game really quickly. Let me see if I can get it to reboot. Oh. Of course it wants to mess up. Why is this being a pain in the ass today? I don't want to watch WWE live streams. I want to watch the goddamn Charlotte Hornets versus the goddamn Lakers. Stream corner. What are we doing? Come on. Again, like I said, I'm going to see what I can do about getting the audio on the next stream. Seeing if it'll even let me. Let's see. Oh, I see him going down to 8. Let's see. Come on. I see the drive down the center. Bloater. Rebounded by James. Drives down. Ball. Boom. Fantastic dunk by LaRavia. What a fantastic pass, man. Immediately attacks. Ball straight down, and there was nothing Bridges could do. Yeah, there's no foul in that play. Oh, B-Mill makes 2 free throws. Let's go. We're at least keeping it close. It was a 12-point game. It's an 8-point game. We're letting some of those ones. Oh, he makes another 6-point jumper. 6-point. God, I'm going to keep saying that. A 6-foot jumper. I do think the 3.5 looks good right now. I think the 237 looks good right now. Let's see. Shot by LaMelo. The guy was a bad shot, man. Wow, mine's way behind. Mine's 79-71. What the hell? My stream is crazy behind. Yo, man, what the hell? Why can't I find anything that's actually, like, updated and going? This is what happens when they make NBA Sunday Ticket so hard. Okay, this one's better. LaMelo misses another one. He's killing me tonight. I mean, he's at least got 15 now. He had 3 earlier, so he's gotten 12 points in this third quarter. We're close to it. Yep, LeBron James. Oh, makes his first one, misses the second one. Uncharacteristic of LeBron. I always think of LeBron as that guy that can just make those free throws, and he's just not. He's not even a crazy career high free throw percentage from what I can remember. Yeah, career is like 75%. I mean, it's still really good, but you get what I'm saying. Khan makes another one. Look at this. 20, 15, 15, and 12. Luka's the one going off on their team. Luka's 11 of 19 for 28. Oh, this is a late one too. It's midnight officially. Been streaming for 3 hours. Really appreciate everybody that's come on by. Averaged about 10 viewers the entire time. Again, really thank you guys. Yes, this is going to be a good one. Looks like the next one's Golden State and then Denver. At Denver is going to be real tough, man. Jokic is no freaking joke. Up a Musa turnover. Don't love that. 74.1% chance to win, man. Come on. Let's hold out. We still got this and a whole other quarter. Still a lot of basketball still left to play. Cannot let the foot off the gas. Let's see. My screen is going to show the Con 3-pointer now. Boom. What a shot by Con. Good God. Good God, that was nice. Oh, and I pulled up the Real app. Shout out John Real. Oh, what a horrible 2 they gave up to him under the basket. Man, the Warriors are still about it, huh? Yo, can I make a... I've never used this Real app, bro. This is a lot of information flowing at me. Can I customize? Okay, I can. I can customize my account, it looks like. What is Karma? Every 1,000 you get 5 racks. What's a rack? Interesting. And what is this? Pro. Also earn a daily webmaster badge. Okay. Okay, Real. Okay, Real. I might actually have to check this out. If you guys haven't the Real app, I'm gonna have to check this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this tomorrow. I'm gonna get all set up. I'm definitely gonna be checking out this Real app. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Golden Knights. That's tomorrow, right? Oh, that's 3 days from now. I thought I was playing the college football thing tonight. I was like, no way. College basketball, we got Gonzaga and them. Game. Yeah. This is definitely an interesting one. I might have to do that instead. Put it on my phone. Put the Real app up here. Bring in some people. We can have some freaking conversations. I'm definitely going to have to expand it. Again, if you guys want to come on and come and hang out, you absolutely can. I made sure to put it in the description. I will make sure that this is, something that people can come on and have a conversation. Can discuss the Hornets. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be having a discussion with Nolan. Shout out Autistic Panthers fan. Be having a discussion about the Carolina Panthers, the ending of that season. I know he's also a Hornets fan, so we'll be able to pry his mind a little bit about that. Also, really awesome for not only the channel, but our Hornets. Del Curry's getting that jersey, finally retired. So I think the team is able to rebound. LaMelo obviously playing out of his mind right now. 15, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. He's going to end up with probably 13 assists, 14 assists at this rate. And that'll be a good one for him. He's obviously going to get the double-double. It's whether or not he can get the triple-double with those rebounds. Obviously, with Bridges and Khan coming in there, we got some guys that are really picking that up. He's not really needing to as much. In the Collins Sexton lineup, it seemed like he needed to do that. I do not see anything about Collins Sexton being hurt, though. And I did just see somebody talk about it in the chat. Somebody saying stop, let the Lakers win. Hell no. Okay. There we go. Still up 9. Still have control of this game. Oh, I love the way Luka was playing defense right there. Oh my God, what a pullback, dude. LaMelo had 8 and spinning. What a 3. What a 3, man. Damn. 18 for LaMelo now. Looks like Ravia made the second free throw. $153,000 people watching this right now. Shout out. Hey, hell yeah. Keep cooking, LaMelo. Oh, appreciate you. This team has been solid from night to night, being competitive. We just have to learn how to win close games. I agree. Keep cooking, Melo. Yeah, dude, that pullback was no joke. Back to trolling Laker Nation. Yep, I agree. Defensive rebound. It looks like he did miss that step back jump shot. We just need to keep it close. Like, I can't have LaMelo doing these random just shots. And now he's got another shooting foul. Like 3 fouls. He's going to have to go on the bench, man. We're going to have to pull in Colin Sexton. Or, yeah, we're going to have to mix it up. Did he get hurt? Did anybody have any information about this? Weird. Very weird. Colin Sexton's back in. Let's go. If Jameson was still here, I'd tell him Colin Sexton is back. Oh, I saw that little. Yep, for LaMelo. Made sense. Dude, Luka, I was about to call him Doncic, only made one of his free throws, it says. 1 of 2 free throws. Miles Bridges hits another one. Layup by another one for Ayton. Ooh. Man, we need to put more. We need to put more behind us. There we go. Another layup. Miles Bridges misses another one. That is not good. A miss 2. Miss 3. Defensive rebound. God damn it. I got my phone right in front of me, so it should tell me as well. And then Luka hits a 3. God damn it. Yeah, we're going to have to call that timeout. What the hell, dude? We were up 12. Now we're only up 4. What is happening? What the heck is happening? Genuinely, what's happening to this team? I might have to stay around and listen to the Charles press conference after this. I mean, that was that fantastic 3 by Bridges a while back. The stream is so far behind, and I'm even watching on Spectrum right now. Like, that was a horrible jump. That was a horrible jump, Sexton. You allowed Ayton to get that ball down low. Ah, but man, we got to get this together. I can't believe Miles Bridges missed that layup. Oh my God, that was bad. Just rolls it off the left side. Boom. He pulls straight up in his face. Damn. Yeah. This is Luka's going off in this game. What's he got? 34 already? Was he going to drop 50? Bro, they still got 4 minutes left in the third. He's going to have time to put points on the board. Legit. He's going to have time to put points on the board. Can't be doing this, dude. Can't be doing this. Eric Collins on Luka Doncic. The guy. Oh, I can't put it on the screen. It won't let me. Damn. Let me see if I can copy and paste it. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, it did. Good. Eric Collins on Luka Doncic. The guy's a whiner. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Obviously, we're in the timeout right now. Only up 4. This is another Charles Lee moment where we really need to control this game. We really need to get into this situation where we're able to close games out because right now it does not look like that is what we're able to do. And with still a full quarter and 4 minutes left in the third, a lot of time to still lose this game, a lot of time to still be in a moment where we're not able to compete. And not only not able to compete, but not even able to get it close. I mean, come on, man. We've got the guys. Zion, 2 of 5. I don't really love that, but let's see. Let's subbed out Vanderbilt. Kalkbrenner in for Khan. Gabe Vincent in for Marcus Smart. And it looks like somebody is entering for Musa. B-Mill is entering for Musa. Okay, I don't hate that. I do like the lineup right now. Obviously, we're running Bridges, who's played a solid amount of minutes in this game. B-Mill, Kalkbrenner, Sexton, and Sion. Sion made the 2. Let's go. Jake misses. Let's go. We need to do these simple ones. Good, good, good. Sion got the rebound. Colin Sexton misses a 3. Man. Gabe Vincent, defensive rebound. Vanderbilt misses. Kalk, defensive rebound. Let's go. He's finally got a second rebound. Jesus. This is just not good. Jared Vanderbilt misses his 3. Oh. Foul on LaRavia. Oh, they're giving it to Gabe Vincent. Oh, they're putting Buffkin in. Sion misses another one. Defensive rebound. 28-foot bomb. L. Legit an ass off. Somebody said pass the Bridges. Like, who the hell are you? Blasphemy. That's so funny. Fast break. Let's go. After a con steal. What the hell? You gotta buy packs? What are packs? Why are there packs? Missed another 28-foot bomb by Rui. Come on. Up 8 again. We got to hold this. Free throws coming for Brandon Miller. Let's go. He should be able to hit both of those. Shouldn't be an issue. Should not be an issue at all. If it's 2, it looks like he missed one because it's only updating to 98. Yeah, he only made 1. Damn. Missed that second one, it looks like. LeBron James in, 8 and out. Hachimura for Vanderbilt. Oh, I'm sorry. 4. LeBron for Rui. 8 and for Vanderbilt. My bad. And then he enters for Luka. How did he enter the game twice? Oh, they're updating it. B-Mill makes the second free throw. Okay. I thought he missed it. Damn. Okay, good. We're up 10. Let's just keep this going. Good momentum. Distribute the ball. LaMelo's got LeBron just got a driving layup. LaMelo's got the 3 fouls. Zion's got 3. B-Mill's got 2. Zion offensive, misses, and offensive rebound, good. Colin Sexton misses a 3-pointer. Come on. You're better than this, Sexton. Kalk misses a 2. Are you freaking kidding me? 3 chances right there. Come on. All 3 people missed. Buffkin gets the defensive rebound. Kalkbrenner's killing me right now, man. Free throws coming for LeBron James. Oh, man. Well, how do we come here? How do we get to this point? There you go. He hit the first free throw. Got to see if he comes by for the second one. We're probably going to make some changes, I would assume. Yep. Somebody's entering the game for Zion. About time. Out James and Bridges, in Williams and Green. Okay. Oh, I hate this lineup. I truly hate this lineup. What are we doing? Is this just for the last minute 13 to try and not sieve and lose this game? Because this could be a moment that makes me not like Charles Lee setting this lineup. Good God. And then obviously he makes the second free throw. Ayton blocks Josh Green's 3-foot shot. Kalkbrenner, good rebound and 2-foot shot. I still feel like it should be a dunk. I don't feel like you should be going up there doing these simple little layups. I don't feel like that's a bad ask either. Josh Green defensive rebound. Let's go. After a Gabe Vincent 23-foot miss. Oh, that looks like a 3. That looks like a 3. B-Mill 26-foot bomb. Let's go, B-Mill. Shout out Colin Sexton for the assist. Yo, my stream is so far behind. It's still showing LeBron James shooting free throws. That's how far behind my stream is. Okay. LeBron misses a layup. Offensive rebound. Gabe Vincent misses a 28-foot bomb. Grant Williams rebounds. Now we're out rebounding the shit out of them. It's really not even close. I don't care about Pat McAfee. End of the third quarter, finally. Okay, that lineup wasn't the worst. We're still up 11. This is honestly where we're at. Back to trolling Laker Nation. Let's go. Hornets all the way. Yeah, we're still building. 14 wins. I feel like we should have had more by now. To be honest, I feel like we should have had 18. But there's just moments where we just can't close it out, like people have said. Oh, here we go. The B-Mill 28-footer. Boom, man. He pulls up from like damn near the logo. That was awesome. Shout out B-Mill. Oh, so obviously it's third quarter. Oh, they're giving me some more. I should take Charlotte to win, right? There's no way we collapse this bet. I'm gonna go with Charlotte. We're gonna go take Charlotte, and I'm gonna take DeAndre Ayton over 7.5. He's gotta rebound more, right? Ayton's got 5, so we're expecting him to get 3 more in the last quarter. Nah, you're probably right. The under does seem a little bit more normal, but I guess he's probably not going to get subbed out. Like, who else are they going to put in? Vanderbilt? No. He does have 3 rebounds. He can go in there, but he's already at 27 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to go submit. Oh, I didn't know I had to submit all of them. Man, I didn't end up getting in my other ones earlier. The over-under. Damn. Josh Hart. I'm going to go over on his 40. We'll go with that. Okay, let's get back to this. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with Charlotte. Yeah. Luka out? Nah. That's not how it's going to happen. Free plus 176? Get the hell out of here. Hornets W. Yeah, I hope so. Shout out to everybody watching on the Real app. I'm going to go under on the 8 and 7.5. That means he only gets 2 the rest of the night, the last 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take it. I'll take the over, even though I feel like it should be under. No, I'm going to get out of it. I'm not going to bet on it. Nope. I'm not going to take the 8. And I'm just not. Done. Let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like we got Buffkin missed shot, B-Mill missed shot, Grant Williams, defensive rebound. We're rebounding the crap out of this ball. We're keeping us in this with that. And then obviously we're sitting 4th in the Southeast. Turnover to DeAndre Ayton. He steals. Okay, good. Steal. Then a foul. New plays. Come on. Nope. Let's do this. Boop. I need to copy and paste so it'll let me actually share this. Come on. Oh, missed off steal 2 by Buffkin. Stoppage on an out of bounds. Okay. Hell yeah. 106.95. Colin Sexton makes a 13. This one says 14 footer. Regardless, free throws coming from Marcus Smart. We are actually able to stay close in this. I cannot believe it. We might actually be walking into a dub. Marcus Smart missed the first free throw. Colin Sexton did take the foul, it looks like. Lakers offensive team rebound. That was good. They should be able to get a simple 2 right here. Don't give up a 3. Oh, we made the second one. Okay. Oh, Kalkbrenner now getting free throws as well. He's not really a career great free throw shooter from what I kind of remember. Let's open up the game log. A free throw, 40, 50% at times. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit skewed. Right now, he's 73.5. Damn, he's shooting LeBron level free throws. Damn. I didn't know that. Kalkbrenner's actually playing out of his goddamn mind. Offensive team rebound. Let's go. Hit that second one, bro. Come on. Don't go 0. Don't go 0 for 2. Come on. Kalkbrenner makes it. Let's go. Let's go. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. LaRavia hits back with a 3 of his own. Cuts the lead down to 8. I'm not going to lie. My little, I should have taken the under on that. 8 might only end up with 7. B-Mill hits a 2, 12-footer. Let's go. Back in this. Still up 10. Let me see if this will load. Golden Knights just won in OT. That game is now over as well. Appreciate anyone that's able to come by. Appreciate anyone that's able to hang out. Appreciate anybody that's able to do anything with the stream tonight. Again, I'm super happy to be doing this. We're going to continue it on the regular. We are going to be doing streaming during the Hornets games, Panthers games, Duke games if I can, and so much more. Hopefully, I'm going to be bringing a lot more streaming to you guys over the course of the next few weeks and months. Either way, looks like we are doing well. We might be able to actually close this game. Oops. I say that, and then they hit a 3. I'm sorry, back-to-back layups. Not a great start to the fourth. To be honest, he hit that 3 coming out of the third. 109, 103, man. We've got to keep it closer. Can't keep letting this. We've allowed a 12-point lead to slip from us twice. Nope. B-Mail shooting good, though. 8 of 17. I feel like Grant Williams was a center at one point. Who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? It was Grant Williams. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was Grant Williams, the guy that we tried to trade to the Lakers. I could have swore he was a center. Whatever. Guess not. Either way, again, coming out of that timeout, 80.3% chance of win right now. I still think it is something we can still lose. Obviously, I had us winning by more than 3.5. So I do think that this is going to be a little bit closer of a game. But to be honest, it's not that far off. We still have a lot of opportunity. LaMelo still needs to come back off the bench. And I think that's probably going to happen here soon, if not coming out of this timeout. We are struggling. What the hell? Told me I wasn't able to comment? That was weird. Wow. Klay Thompson has the most games in NBA history with 25 points and 0 free throws attempted. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm getting so much from the Real app now. Maybe it's because I subscribed. Maybe it's because I started an account. I don't know. But all of a sudden, I got a million things. Okay, it looks like Luka enters for Kobe Buffkin. LaMelo enters for Colin Sexton. Musa enters for Ryan Kalkbrenner. So good. We're getting the guys back out there. I don't love the idea of Josh Green still out there. I feel like we should put Colin Sexton in instead of Josh Green. Colin Sexton's shooting better tonight. I mean, 0 of 2. Come on. That's not winning basketball, but we shall see. There's a reason why Charles Lee is on the hot seat. There we go, Musa. Good job. And hey, appreciate that, Josh Green, even though I was shit talking you. Appreciate that. Man, I can't wait to be able to stream on like Facebook and stuff like that. Apparently, you gotta wait a while. Need like 1,000 followers on Facebook before they'll let you do that, which is kind of dumb. I feel like you should let me stream whenever I want to, but whatever. Not on me, I guess. Laravia, bad one, good. I like this. This thing went fantastic. Oh, Red Murdoch. Oh, that's mine. Yep, cool. Okay, cool. Yep, we are getting it done. 8 minutes left. There we go, LaMelo. There we go. Yeah, I can't fall into the camp. I'm not going to be one of those guys that's like, man, we need to get rid of LaMelo. I just don't see it. I don't see the way forward. I don't see the opportunity to who we're going to swap him out for at this point. There we go. We got a personal foul, so it'll take a second. But, like, he's 24, bro. So we're talking about needing an offensive leader. Who are you going to trade him for? Like, a lot of these guys are really not worth it. Like, honestly, I would be interested in adding Pascal Siakam to the team or something like that. But I would want one of these top guys. I would want a Jalen Brunson. Not Kawhi. He's too old now, but I did see the interesting one of maybe sending LaMelo to Golden State and then going and getting our guy Steph Curry, but I just don't think that's really the best option. Appreciate this 2-pointer by Con Knipple. Shout out B Mill for the assist. It looks like we might actually be able to close this game out. And not only that, close it out pretty well. I mean, we're still up 13. We went from up 6 to up 13 to down 6 to, I mean, we're just kind of all over the board. Again, Lakers call a full timeout. God, what a beautiful three by LaMelo. They just showed that one that he just hit. Got Marcus Smart and LaRavia just closing. Just hits it right in their face. And, of course, he enjoys that, man. I can't blame him. The NBA is the one league that you can just get in somebody's face and be like, man, I'm better than you. And that is what I'm here for. It's what I'm always going to be here for. Charlotte Hornets basketball. Let's go. Good closeout, LaMelo. I do like the shooter sleeve on B-Mill. I like the half shooter sleeve. It looks like it comes down like to his mid bicep, and then he's got something on his forearm. Khan doesn't have anything. I think Khan could use a shooter sleeve. But shoot, man, he keeps playing like this. 6 of 9, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 fouls. Keep doing what you're doing because you are doing it well. And again, once this game is over, I am going to be ending the stream. We're still up 13, still waiting to come out of that timeout. See what happens. And yeah, hopefully we can close out our first Hornet stream with a dub. Definitely excited. And like I said, I'm going to be involving a lot more people moving forwards. I'm going to be putting not only myself, but everybody else in the chance to succeed. I want to see more guys do more. I want to see more teams have fun. And I want to see our Hornets, just in general, do better. I feel like we are a center away from being able to do something good with this team. From not being the 14 and 26, but instead looking at that Lakers across the way, 24 and 14. That's where we should be at right now, especially if we were playing this kind of basketball every game. Obviously, Bridges, Jesus, I was looking at Brandon Miller's name and trying to think, but Bridges is the guy that we are kind of leaning on this game. But B-Mill's got 22, LaMelo Ball's got 21, Khan's got 17. Overall, I mean, we are putting some stuff together. Obviously, look at those points. 23 on 8 of 10 from Miles Bridges. The 8 of 17 from B-Mill, just because he's taken some really bad shots. And then same thing with LaMelo. Just some really weird ones, but 6 of 13 and 2 of 6. Again, he gets one more. I mean, that's basically half. And then he's 5 of 5 from 3. So Not going to be able to expect this kind of output every game, but man, if we could just kind of keep the same energy, I don't even care about the same offensive output, keep the same energy, we'd be able to do this. Vanderbilt entered for 8, and Rui enters for Jake. Luka misses a 12-footer. Khan defensively rebounds. Come on. 116. Let's get 2 more points on the board. Make it 118. Come on. Come on. I'm just waiting for it to update. Because, again, my stream is way behind. Oh, we got free throws coming for Brandon Miller. Let's go. Luka's got how many fouls at this point? He's got to have 3. Yeah, he's got 3. It's about to update. There we go. And B-Mill hits the first one. Let's go. Let's go. He's probably going to hit the second one, too. I mean, B-Mill, it looks like they're putting in Vincent, taking out LeBron. I mean, they're conceding this game. The game is over. They're taking out LeBron James with 6 minutes left. Unless they're going to sub LeBron in here in just a few minutes. Give him like a minute or 2 to calm down and then put him back in. I shouldn't say calm down. I should say recoup. But you get what I'm saying. There we go, B-Mill. B-Mill. 98.7. Let's go, B-Mill. Luka hits a 27-foot 3. I can't blame him. He's up to 37 now. That'll update here in a second. Boom, there it goes. They'll update that. But yeah, he's 37. Gonna drop a 40 bomb on us at this rate. LaMelo, let's go with a B-Mill assist. That's what we need. Rui, offensive foul. Oh, and it's a turnover. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they've all but conceded this game. All of that Luka Doncic getting angry, 37 points, is all going to be for naught. Let's go. Luka. Yeah, bro, he's going to drop 40. Legit. B-Mill's got a kickball. Those ones always make me laugh. Let's see. 5:50 left in the game. LaRavia comes in. Luka misses another one. It looks like a 3, too. Offensive rebound. LaMelo, loose ball foul. God damn it. That's 5. Or is that 4? It's 4, it looks like. They haven't updated it yet. If it changes, he's coming out. There's no way they're going to let him get to 6. They'll let him get to 5. They won't let him get to 6. Gabe Vincent misses a 3. Musa, let's go. .26-foot 3 by Miles Bridges. Let's go. Bro, that means he's what? 7 of 7 from 3? He'll be 6 of 6. My bad. There it goes. Boom. Once this updates, I'll go see if it'll. It hasn't updated here yet. But yeah, he's 6 of 6 from 3. Wow. He hit another one. Oh, they updated it to a 2, a fast break 2. My bad. Luka got a 2, and then a Conca nipple 2. That's 39 for Luka. Khan makes it 17. LaMelo blocks Jake a turnover after a defensive rebound. Damn it. I did think that LaMelo would have more than an 11.5. So, man, these sharps are no joke. Yeah, there he goes. 2 minutes is what I said. 2 minutes is how long LeBron James sat down. You're not going to be able to close this out unless you just bomb threes. And I mean bomb them. Oh, I finally saw it. Beautiful, beautiful 3 by Bridges. Let's see if it updated now. It still says 5 of 5, but he was 5 of 5 earlier, so. Oh, that's because it updated as a 2. My bad. LeBron James enters for Rui. LaRavia misses a tip shot. Right under the basket, too. Right under the basket. Lakers team offensive rebound. Man, that's BS. LeBron James make a 4-foot shot. Good job. Come on, bro. 15, up 15 with 4 minutes left. If we lose this, what a collapse. If that's the case, I should fire Charles Lee immediately after this game. There's no way. I'm not doing this. I will not believe that this is all of a sudden going to go the other way. This is over. It better be freaking over. Obviously, looking down at this, LaMelo absolutely going off. Miles Bridges leading the team in rebounds is crazy. Miles Bridges, though, points-wise, going off. Luka, man, what a spoiled game for him. 39. Going to end up most likely with a 40 bomb. And not going to do anything. Oh, they did a jump ball. That's how he got it. Okay, I was like, what the hell? LeBron James with the layup, and then, of course, the timeout. I'm finally seeing that jump ball. That's how far the stream is behind. Wow. He legit just beat him for that. And then the quick layup. What a stupid moment. Nobody even stood in front of him. Like, come on. But LeBron is going to have another LeBron game. 24, 8, and 6. LaMelo, 24, 6, and 11. Oh, speaking of, I did some thing earlier that Ayton, where's he at? 6 rebounds. Hilarious. He's going to end up with less than freaking 8 rebounds. I guess it's just a new NBA where you don't need a rebounding center like you used to. Let's go B-Mill. Khan ends with another assist. Luka misses a 3-pointer. Jared Vanderbilt tips it in. We're still keeping him away. Still 15-point game. Come on, LaMelo. Steal. Off steal 2. 26 points now for LeBron. Come on, LaMelo. You can't be doing that shit. Shout out to Hornets just commented. Triple double. Yeah, sorry for dropping that. My bad. Yeah, this should have been a triple double game for LaMelo. He the way he's rebounding, the way he's playing, just overall, absolutely stellar. Obviously, I don't love the steal. Looks like a fast break and one as well for LeBron. So, is what it is. B-Mill's got another foul. We're just trying to get this game over with at this point. This is the end of basketball where a lot of people cannot stand it. We're going to spend probably the next 15, 20 minutes here waiting for 3 minutes to get off the clock. Whew, LaMelo missed a 33-foot snipe. Musa able to do it. Miles Bridges misses. Hornets offensive team rebound again. Marcus Smart, loose ball fail. Let's go. Foul, I mean. Personal foul on Marcus Smart. Yeah. Somebody just said in the real app, why are they God, B-Mill misses another one. 14-yard 2. Jesus, 14-foot 2. Defensive rebound by LeBron. LeBron is now 27, 9, and 6. Still down 12. Oh, down 10. LeBron James hits another 2. 29, 9, and 6 now, I'd assume. Yep, 29, 9, and 6. Come on, man. 10 points, 2 minutes. Come on, don't lose this. Please, God, don't lose this. Miles Bridges misses again. Musa rebounds. Come on, man. It's inside 2 minutes. LaMelo just hit a 29-foot bomb. Does that say 29 or 26? It says 29. That said 28. Either way, then LeBron misses a 28-foot bomb. That means, oh, yeah, they're letting LeBron finish it out. They're not letting Luka play, are they? Luka's, oh, he's still out there. I'm surprised he's not taking all the shots. He hasn't won his 40 bomb. B. Miller on a steal from LeBron. Let's go. Still up 13. Oh, there we go. Another 3 by LaMelo. Let's go. 30 points for Melo. Man, it's gonna look great. To be honest, it's gonna overshadow the night that Luka's had. Luka's got 9 more points on a much less efficient day. 15 of 26 versus 10 of 20. Yeah, and then 6 on 11. I'm sorry, man. LaMelo is beating him right now. Full timeout by the Lakers. Doesn't really matter if the game's over. Minute 30. 20th team 3 shooting 47% according to the Real app. Shout out to them. Dagger. Yep. It's over. It is over. Boom. Well, if that's the case, we're going to let it hit 000, and then we are going to get out of here. Hopefully everybody has had a good time. Hopefully everybody has been enjoying the stream. Obviously, again, this is the first one. It's just kind of me. Haven't really done a ton of promo or anything like that, but I hope that, again, this is going to be the first of a whole lot of games that we are able to enjoy together. Not only as Hornets fans, but as basketball fans in general. I created roll coverage for one and one reason only. I wanted to oh, there you go. They're subbing everybody out. Game's over. Bronny comes in. Kalkbrenner comes in. B. Mill goes on the bench. Yep, full swap out. Game's over. Minute 30 left. Let's go. Dub time, baby. Dub time. Man, this feels good. It feels good to end the first stream with a dub. Not only a dub, but a big statement win for the Hornets. Cannot wait for this. Definitely going to be posting this up afterwards as well. Definitely going to be sitting here enjoying myself. Man, what a night. What a freaking night. Steph Curry has the most games in NBA history with 25 points on 50, 40, 90. Wow. Smacking them all night. Yeah, dude. What a night. What a night to be a Hornets fan. What a freaking night. Again, once this ends, we will let you guys go, let you guys enjoy the rest of your night. It is already 1 o'clock in the morning, so obviously it's a late one for the Hornets fans, especially us East Coasters out here. But you know what? The Charlotte Hornets do not need to do this alone. We currently lead the season 1-0, as you can see on the right side. That's going to update to 2-0. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. 15th win comes against these Lakers. Dub time, baby. Dub time. Let's see. Nate Smith Jr. missed a 3. Personal foul on Bronny James. 16 seconds left. It is almost over. Let's get out of here. You know what that means also? He didn't finish the 40 bomb. Luka finishes with 39, 3, and 4. Whew. LaMelo, 36 and 11. I would take that all day. Take it all day. No way. 1.4 seconds left. Don't care about this. End of the fourth quarter. Game's over. Let's go. Charlotte Hornets get the dub against the Lakers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one with me here today. Obviously, I had Rob and Zach in earlier talking about some Panthers, but now we end the night with a Hornets dub. I couldn't think of a better way to end it than right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Can't wait to see you in the next one. And at almost 1 a.m., it's time to sign off. Peace, guys.